for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. 2 minutes today, USA Boxing, man. We are back, man. We back up in this BI, man. It is what it is, man. Another day, man. Another day. You know what I mean? One more day before Friday. One more day before Friday, man. We're gonna have a good show. We're gonna have a real good show, boy. You already know what time the TI is. We're gonna have a good one, boy. You can believe that there, boy. You can believe that. We're gonna have a good one. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and click on this here and see what time it was happening, man. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot going on, man. I be sitting in the cut sometimes. You know, I be sitting in the cut sometimes, man, just checking, checking a lot out. Sitting in the cut sometimes, just checking a lot out. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Justin Watson in the building. Shout out to Woofy. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Green Eyes P. Miguel Gomez, what's going on, bro? Knockdown 305. Dade County's finest. What's happening, man? You know what I mean? What's happening, man? Shout out to Ville. What's going on? What's going on, baby boy? You know what I mean? Hey, y'all, let's get the lights up on the way in the door. Just get the lights up. Coach Malachi Williams, we are the hottest boxing podcast on the YTBC for the daytime. That daytime boxing slot, that's us, baby. You know what I mean? We the hottest when it comes to that damn, man. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. It's gonna be a good show. I haven't did a show on Devin and Lomachenko. They fighting next Saturday. So it is what it is. I think keep saying Tank. Devin Haney is favored in this fight. He is favored in this fight for the stuff that I looked up. He is the guy that's favored in this fight. I'm glad that this is coming to a conclusion. Shout out to Damon. What's going on, fam? I'm glad that this is coming to a conclusion. And the reason why I like to see conclusion fights or fighters fight each other is because, it gets rid of all of the arguments that fans have online. I even heard some more information as related to Canelo Alvarez as well. Well, from someone else. You get what I'm saying? I hear a lot of chatter and stuff that's going on, and I'm like, okay. And I try to debunk and destroy these narratives. And I think I do a very, very good job at it. But let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Shout out to Flex BX, School of X-Men. What's going on, baby boy? Shout out to Gertz. Shout out to Vasyl. I think that's it. It is what it is. Now, shout out to my sister Lisa Bell. Lisa, what's going on, sis? What's going on? Shout out to Big Germ. It is what it is. And shout out to Edward Morris. Now, when it comes to boxing, everybody feel the way they want to feel about who they like, who they don't like, yada, yada, yada. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I really don't try to get too much caught up into it. You like who you like, and some people you like who you like, and some people don't like who you don't like. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not this channel, we're not a certain fighter dedicated channel. You have YouTube channels out there, they are strictly Errol Spence channels. And they'll defecate on any other black fighter that rivals Spence. You have channels out there, they are specifically Canelo Alvarez channels. They don't hide that. You know what I mean? You have channels that are pro Demetrius Andrade channels, believe it or not. Over here, we don't ride hard for no particular fighter. You know what I mean? You guys know I like Crawford. I hardly even make any videos about Crawford. You know what I mean? So I like Crawford and I like Jamel Charlo. And I hardly even make any videos about Jamel Charlo. Partially because there's really nothing really to make. I mean, he ain't fighting. And I like to make videos about fighters who fighting. If they fighting, I'll make videos about them. If they ain't fighting, well, like, what's the point? Ain't nothing to talk about if they ain't really fighting. You know what I mean? So fighters, whether I like you or not, if you ain't really fighting, it's really nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? What we gonna talk about? You chilling? You chilling, you know what I mean? And then as related to Jamel Charlo, like Jamel Charlo, I remember once upon a time, he was like, man, F the fans and y'all niggas broke. He was talking about F the fans and y'all broke and I'm living in a mansion and I got this and that. So Jermell Charlo turned off a lot of people. Jermell Charlo turned off a lot of people. So he's undisputed, but it's like, don't nobody even care that he's undisputed. He's not a draw, really doesn't have a fan base, and he can't bring flies to shit. You know what I mean? But that's just reality of the situation, man. But let's go ahead and get into the show. Now, Vasyl Lomachenko. They called him the Matrix, right? That's what they called him, the Matrix. They called him the Matrix. Devin Haney exposes Vasyl Lomachenko. That's what they say, right? 4 years of ducking. 4 years of ducking revealed. Every time I think about that, I think about my main man for the Great White Hype. Now, I'm tired of James the Poodle, the Grim Reaper, or whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. Bro, I can watch that clip. Man, for 8 hours straight. You know what I mean? Decking me. I'm tired of seeing him ride around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in the broham. Bro, let me tell you something. Get that while you can. Don't get to sucking no statue. Give him guts. Why don't you get out of here? Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. He say, why don't you tell all these nice folks why you been decking me? He told Clever Lane told my boy that. Why don't you tell all these nice folks why you been decking me? So we've been hearing the duck language going around in boxing circles a lot, right? So I did see in the episode of Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Devin Haney confirms his dislike for Vasyl Lomachenko. And of course, Vasyl Lomachenko fans don't like Devin Haney. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And he says that he wants to send Lomachenko into retirement. That's what he said. Lomachenko made me wait for 4 years to fight him, says Devin Haney. He was 20 years old at the time. And now I want to punish him. It appears that Dev is taking the fight personal. And he's looking to make a statement by stopping the Matrix. I think Bill Haney called him White Jesus. That's what Bill Haney said, right? Only time will tell if Haney, Devin that is, will be able to send Loma, the Matrix, into retirement. But it's nice to know that he's taking the fight seriously. That's very nice to know. Haney also said that he doesn't want people to discredit Lomachenko. He said that if you feel or felt that Lomachenko was the Matrix in the past, look at him as being the Matrix today. True. Episode of Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I don't know if you guys saw that. Shout out to Shadow Ghost. Shout out to Montre. Shout out to Swat Jones. What's going on, baby boy? Devin Haney is currently, I looked up the odds, guys. Devin Haney is currently a -250 favorite to beat Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a 2-1 underdog against the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney. Gervonta Davis and Teofimo Lopez are picking Lomachenko to beat Lord Devin Haney. True. Devin Haney feels disrespected. Devin Haney feels the powers that be never wanted him to become the undisputed lightweight champion of the world.
I'm just bum and taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Remember Clever Lane said that? You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you what's going on, everybody. Politics, man. This country want to keep a brother down. Keep everybody weak. They don't want to see nobody like me become a champ. You know what I mean? because I don't I like that puppet up there. All he do is fight them setup fights. True. Y'all remember Clever Lane said that? All he do is fight them setups. Hey, man. But Calvin Ford, which is St. David's trainer, Calvin Ford said that he's rooting for Devin Haney. He said, I'm rooting for Dev because he want to see Devin Haney win. He said because he understands what Devin had to go through in order to get to the position that he is right now. Now, some people call Devin Haney Lord Devin Haney. I think he has a hype man by the name of Church. I think Devin Haney has a hype man by the name of Church. Will Lord Devin Haney, that's what he called him. Will Lord Devin Haney take out his vengeance and put hands and feet on what Bill Haney called him? White Jesus, Vasyl Lomachenko.
True, true, true.
Or will White Jesus himself, Vasyl Lomachenko of the Matrix, layeth the hands on Lord Devin Haney and teach him a lesson that there's levels to this ish when it comes to boxing? We're going to find out next Saturday. In other news, because that's next Saturday. Hey, shout out to my sister Karma Serene. What's going on, sis? Always loving it to have the tenderonis in the house. Always loving it. We love, we are a tenderoni. We are a tenderoni support YouTube channel. We love the tenderonis over here. Tenderonis, vintage tenderonis, PYTs, and honey dips. Tenderonis, vintage tenderonis, PYTs, and honey dips.
True, true, true.
Just want to throw that out there. Now, we ain't crazy about no thoughts. Now, if you a thought, this ain't for you. If you a Tatiana, now, we don't rock with Tatianas over here. You know what I mean? You gotta be a tenderoni, vintage tenderoni, meaning you 40 and up and you vintage, you know what I mean? You ain't been like slutted out and not down for the streets. None of that there. You vintage tenderoni, you age like fine wine and all that stuff there. A PYT on honey dip. This is for you. In other news, we got to fight next week. In other news, Romero, Rolando's what they call him, aka Big Rolo. Hey, shout out to the Outlaw Poozlers. Hey, aka Big Rolo. You know what I mean? Rolly Romero will be fighting 75-year-old Ismael Barroso for the vacant WBA Super Junior welterweight title this weekend. Big Rolo is a minus 1,000 favorite to beat the 75-year-old Barroso. According to sources, I'm not sure this is, but according to sources, the PBC is setting up Big Rolo for the rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis at 140 pounds.
True, true, true.
According to sources. Well, really according to Ron Boy Fresh. Ron Boy Fresh from DC, Ron Boy Fresh, said that this is scripted, Mo. He said, hey, Mo, check this out, Mo. Why you let them Bammers trick bag you? How you didn't see this coming, Mo? I told you 25 years ago, Mo. Mo, I told you this 25 years ago what the play was. You the one to hype them up. Why you hype this Bama up? Now he gonna become a champion, a real belt at 140. Ron Boy Fresh said that this was scripted and it's coming right out of the WWF playbook.
True, true, true.
Once Big Rolo disposes of the 75-year-old Barroso, I hope fighters like Regis Prograis, Subriel Matias, Josh Taylor, and Teofimo Lopez don't duck the smoke with the new cash cow of the 140-pound division, Big Rolo, when he wins this fight and win this title this weekend. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Let's get a round of applause. Let's get into the show. Shout out to Drew for dropping that $2 super chat. He said, I risk it all for karma. Hey, man, I don't know about all that now. You said you'll risk it all. I don't know about all that now, Drew. Hey, man, if that's what you want to do, so be it. Now, I ain't saying all that now. Drew, I risk it all. All right, okay, I'll go ahead and risk it all then, Drew. Yeah, you tripping there, Drew. I don't know about all that there now. You got to take the cape off your back, Drew. Now, sound like you know what I mean? Flying through there to say today now. That's what I'm saying. Anyways. Shout out to Rick. He said Matias is a problem for anyone at 140. I don't know about all that. All I know, Rick, with my dog, Big Rolo, I got a call from Booger Ray Leonard today. Hey, I got a call from Booger Ray. He hit me up on my sidekick. Y'all know I still got a sidekick. He hit me up on my sidekick. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. I got a call from Big Rolo today. Shout out to Rick Timms. I got a call from not Big Rolo, Booger Ray. I got a call from my dog Booger Ray on my sidekick. Booger Ray gave me the go ahead to start promoting Big Rolo. he told me that there's a must that I go live this weekend for the big Rolo fight. I think Beck is fighting too. But you know, they told me I need to go live, and you guys do know that I do have a PBC contract. For all those who don't know, you know, I am signed to the PBC. You know what I mean? According to sources, I cannot confirm nor deny that. But according to rumors and reports, I am signed to the PBC, and it's a must that I have to put out, you know, positive information, you know, about the PBC as a record label, staff, and as a crew.
True.
According to sources. I don't know how true that is now. You know, I cannot confirm nor deny that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, before we get into the show, you know how we do it. I would be remiss if I did not give credit and all praises to the most exalted, the most high. You know what I mean? I love my mother, as you guys know. I am a firm believer in God, as you guys know. But Al Heyman have helped me see the error of my ways. I learned that mothers are overrated. I learned that fathers are overrated. I learned that God and Jesus and Muhammad and Moses and Buddha, I learned all of those guys are overrated. I like to give them credit, but they cannot supersede the almighty, the most exalted, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And to anybody who feeling some type of way about Coach Malachi Williams, you know how I do it. I'll be the first one to tell you to unsubscribe, leave, get the fuck off the block. We will not miss you. But if anybody feeling some type of way about the coach, guess what? Riley, get him.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Just gotta throw that out there. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed but a chicken wing. Ain't nothing changed but a chicken wing. You get what I'm saying? We run them out the block over here. Now, let's get into this. Because I did see the episode of Blood, Sweat, and Tears. This was the first one that I saw, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. They showed, I don't know if you guys saw the episode, but they showed Devin Haney in the beginning, and he said what he said. I read the opening statement, kind of like summarizing what he said. And then they showed Lomachenko and all that stuff there, and yada, 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 blah, de squaze. Now we had the TikTok fight a couple of weeks ago. Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. That was for the TikTok. That was for TikTok. We had that. The TikTok fight broke records for those guys. That's beautiful. Some would say that this is the real fight now. You get what I'm saying? Vasyl Lomachenko is looked upon as one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. And according to Bob M, and I have that video. Because some people say, oh, man, Bob ain't say that. Bob ain't even say that. Y'all heard, Coach, you be lying on Bob. Bob ain't never say that Lomachenko was greater than Ali and Leonard and who else he said? Ali, Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. I think he said Floyd Mayweather too. Oh, he's just as bad as them. And he didn't say that. He didn't say that. No. I got the video. I have the video. That's exactly what he said. Some people have a problem with receipts. When I show them receipts, they be like, God damn, man. Oh, shit, this nigga got to show the receipts. Oh, this nigga got to show the receipts. Fuck. Oh, I hate when this nigga show the receipts. I don't even know why you come over here. You know I have receipts over here. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. I'm dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, no wonder Boston Chico and Fag 9 hate Coach. He said, Booker Ray is paying Coach now to promote Big Rolo through True Media. His pro TMT, currency over legacy. Hey, man, listen, I cannot confirm nor deny. You know what I mean? That I have frequent conversations with Al Heyman. I cannot confirm nor deny that I have frequent conversations with Al Heyman. I cannot confirm nor deny that. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is it's a must that when I start the show, I have to give all praises due to the most high, the most exalted, the inevitable. You know what I mean? Al Heyman. True. You notice anybody that signed to the PBC, when they give a press conference, they say, first of all, I like to thank Al Haymon. Hey, nigga, mama, and his mama be right there. His wife be, mama be on the left side, wife be on the right side. Got a picture of Jesus, white Jesus, right down front. Because when I grew up, we had a white Jesus on our wall. We had, you know what I mean? We had a white Jesus. We had the one with the blonde hair and the blue eyes, and then after that, there was one with brown hair and brown eyes. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, they don't even, you know, over that PBC, they don't even give credit, praise. You know, yeah, nah, mom, you know, you overrated. But right now, we gotta give it to Al Haymon first. We gotta give it to Al Haymon first. You know what I mean? So, you know, I got to fall in line, you know. Shout out to Drew dropping that $2 super chat. He said, Coach, you did it first and you motivate the greats. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I got to fall in line. Now, some of you dudes, I got to address some of you beta males. That's some of the beta males, right? Some of you dudes kill me. And we need 110 more likes. Hold on. Some of you dudes kill me. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Some of you dudes, you dish it, but you can't take it. Some of you dudes dish it, but you can't take it. Some of you guys, you know, you like to talk about certain fighters. And as long as you're talking about those certain fighters and criticizing them and talking trash about them and stuff like that, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. But then as soon as somebody go to criticizing your fighter, niggas want to holler racism. Oh, look what they saying about my fighter, this and that. But wait a minute, you were just talking about this fighter. Where was all that same energy at? Well, that's different. So a lot of people dish, but they can't take it, right? With me, I can dish it, I can take it. You got to know how to, if you give it, you got to know how to receive it. If you defecating on one fighter, example, if you defecating on Demetrius Andrade, you can't get mad at somebody defecating on Canelo. You may not agree with them, but Canelo is not off the table when it comes to criticism. He's not off the table. Terrence Crawford is not off the table. Errol Spence is not off the table. Jamel and Jamal Charlo is not off the table. Vasyl Lomachenko is not off the table. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua is not off the table. This is why I tell you guys, I am fans of a lot of fighters, but I don't have any emotional attachment to these guys. See, when you have that emotional attachment to them, no, that's where the problem lies. And that's what it is. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease. What's going on, fam? I was giving a round of applause for renewing the membership. Don't bring that victim Olympic shit over here, because I'm going to run your ass off the block. We don't care nothing about your feelings over here. We don't participate in the victim Olympics over here. Who gives a fuck? We don't. Who is this? Shout out to Miss, who is this? Miss, this is my first time seeing this. Let me see who this is. What's her name? Miss Bitch. Who is Miss Bitch? She say, saludos, coach. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Hold on, I'm trying to see something. Okay, a cartoon avatar, Miss Bitch the Goat. Okay. All right, I think you new over here, Miss Bitch. I appreciate you coming over here. I don't know if this is a troll or what, but it is what it is. No videos on your channel. Okay, cool. It is what it is. Shout out to Vasyl United. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, W boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Canelo is TRASH. Trash. Byron boy, you gonna have them Canelo fans looking for you. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease. Hey, okay. For dropping that half of bam, W boy. Hey, let's get into the show, man.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said 100, fam. Yes, sir.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
All right, right now, this is gonna be a good fight, man, between Lomachenko and Devin Haney. We know that we have a group of people who don't like Devin Haney. They feel some type of way about him. There's nothing that he can do right. Fine. And we have a group of people that don't like Lomachenko because they feel that Devin Haney receives unnecessary criticism from those guys. And I even told Timothy Bradley, I said, man, I just think y'all be praising him too much, dog. And you and Teddy Atlas, when y'all went to talking about, you know, how great he was, and and just like, I just thought it was a little too hyperbole and stuff like that, and yada, 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 yada. And you can break down a whole lot of things. People talk about his amateur record, but then the argument is, okay, well, he was an amateur. I mean, he fought in the amateurs all the way till he was 25 years old. He was beating up dudes that was teenagers in the amateurs as well. He was older than them and all that stuff there. So there's a lot that can go back and forth. I don't give a damn about the amateur record. I look at the pros, right? Lomachenko is a phenomenal fighter. He's a great fighter. But I don't look at him, and I don't look at him with bedroom eyes like a lot of his fans do. I just don't. As a matter of fact, I don't look at any fighter that's walking around today with bedroom eyes. Not one. From the Mexican fighter to the white fighter, to the black fighter, to the Asian fighter. No, I don't look at none of them with bedroom eyes. Nobody's above reproach. Anybody can get it. You get what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned. But if a fighter is doing what he's supposed to do, taking care of his business, handling his business, guess what? You ain't got no argument with me. You ain't got no argument with me. Next week gonna be a good fight. Some people are saying that, hey, man, you know, Lomachenko gonna beat Devin Haney. Some people are saying that, man, Lomachenko is when he's 35 years old. He's 11 years older than Devin Haney. He has a lot more experience than Devin Haney. That footwork, all that other stuff there, Devin Haney ain't gonna be able to handle that. Some people say, hey, man, but Devin Haney, Mr. Jab and Grab. He ain't gonna do nothing but jab and grab. Okay, the experience that Lomachenko has, and if he is great, and if he is as great as Bob Arum said he is, I have the receipts. I had to see what he said now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shoot a video on it. Then, you know, the jab shouldn't be a problem with Lomachenko from Devin Haney. He should be able to get around that jab because he's that great. And he don't have to worry about Devin Haney grabbing him because Lomachenko is so great, he can get out of that. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's my counter argument to that. Because my thing is this here, great fighters figure things out. Lomachenko is one of those type of fighters that once he figures you out, you know, he does all of this shit right here, and he's in front of you. Once he figures you out, you know what I mean? Then he gets in, and he has to get close enough in range in order to land his shots. Excellent footwork. As Timothy Bradley stated, he's really good at getting around the corner on the weak side. He's really good at getting around the corner on the weak side. He's really good at doing that. But he has to get close in order to get his shots off because he doesn't have the longest arms in the world. Devin Haney is going to have to make a statement in this fight. Now, Devin Haney has underrated ring IQ. But what he's going to have to do is, because his critics, this is the thing. Sometimes it's not you winning the fight, it's how you win. Lomachenko is a great fighter. Now, he can't walk on water and turn water into wine. I ain't saying all that shit there. I ain't saying he's just as good as, he's greater than Ali and Leonard and Floyd Mayweather. I ain't saying that like Bob Arum saying. Have the receipts. I have the receipts. I had the actual video. I just found the motherfucker. Literally. But he's a great fighter. When you have two great fighters fighting each other, it's very seldom you see two great fighters, one gets stopped. Sometimes you do have great fighters, a great fighter stop another great fighter, right? But very seldom you see that. Lomachenko came in the game, you know, he lost his second fight, I think to Salido, and then he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo just took it straight to him. Teofimo took it straight to him, put him on the back foot. He can't fight off the back foot. Teofimo showed that. And he can't take body shots. Teofimo went straight to Lomachenko's body. And every time Lomachenko tried to go around the corner on the weak side, Teofimo stepped to him. Teofimo cut that angle off on him and stepped right to him. Got up in it, stepped right to him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, like, and Teofimo Lopez was my favorite 135 pounder. He was my favorite 135 pounder. And I was so impressed with that. I was like, damn, he stepped right to him. Every time Lomachenko tried to bend the corner on that weak side, Teo stepped right to him. He was very calm, stepped right to him, went straight to his body. Straight shots. When Lomachenko got too close, bap, dropped that straight right hand on him. And it took Lomachenko, I remember 6-7 rounds went by, and I think Timothy Bradley was commentating the fight, him and Andre Ward. He was like, man, when Lomachenko, I remember it was like the third round when Lomachenko was downloading the information right now, Dre. He's downloading the information. Teofimo Lopez have to be very careful not to open up too much because Lomachenko is downloading the information. And then that third round went to the fourth round. Remember that, Rick? And then the fourth round went to the fifth round. And then the fifth round went to the sixth round. He was still downloading the information. And then I remember Andre Ward was like, he said, Tim, I don't know what you say. I know you saying he downloaded information, man, but I got him down 6-0 right now.
True.
He said, I got him down 6-0 right now. He need to figure it out because he down 6-0. I don't know how anybody can see that, watch that fight with Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko and say that Lomachenko got robbed. Loma really won that fight. I'm like, what fight would they watch? I seen that fight twice. Like, what fight was they watching? Shit, I mean, Loma might have won 4 rounds, if that. I had him losing 8-4. And I saw it twice. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. I'm just being honest with you. Now, from a stylistic standpoint, Devin Haney is really good at timing, controlling the distance, and range. He has good footwork. Now, I think Lomachenko has better footwork than Devin Haney. I think he has better footwork than Devin Haney. And I would even go as far as to say he does have better footwork than Devin Haney. But Devin Haney is really, really good with his timing. Lomachenko is good with his timing. Lomachenko doesn't waste shots. Lomachenko doesn't waste shots. When he throw, and he's accurate to the mug. When Lomachenko throw a punch, that bitch landed. He accurate now. If you get caught up in all this, the matrix stuff, and I got, man, what he doing? He doing like he moving around, the way he moving the upper body movement, the footwork. You get caught up in all that. Next thing you know, bro, you don't got dropped, got knocked down. You down 8 rounds to 4, 9 rounds to 3. You like, what the hell going on? You just can't give him time to think. You got to step to him. I think Devin Haney is gonna step to Lomachenko. I think he gonna take all those angles away from him. I think they don't study them. They don't look at everything that he gonna bring to the table. They like, no, we finna step to this boy. He gonna have to fight. And I think Lomachenko is gonna have to be prepared for that. Now, I'm anxious to see who has the faster hands. Because Devin Haney hands is very fast, but Lomachenko hands is very fast as well. And the angles, I don't think Dev has fought anyone who gives you the types of angles that Lomachenko give you. Lomachenko give you phenomenal angles in the pocket. And again, he's really good at getting around. He's really good at bending the corner on that weak side. He's really good at that. So if Devin Haney can control the distance and range, time Lomachenko, keep that jab in his face, and impose his will on him, he's going to be good. He's going to be good. Regardless of whether you like Devin Haney or not, you can't say he's not a good fighter. He's a damn good fighter. Doesn't matter. He's a good fighter. But I'm not going to take anything from Lomachenko. Lomachenko is the Matrix. Lomachenko is one of the greatest fighters in boxing today. He has the best resume in the lightweight division. So I don't want to hear anything about Lomachenko is not old. He's 35 years old, but he's not old. He doesn't have a lot of wear and tear. He doesn't have a lot of wear and tear like a Canelo Alvarez. Canelo has a lot of wear and tear. 63 fights. He has a lot of wear and tear, and that's why he hasn't looked the same his past 3 fights. You get what I'm saying? He has a lot of wear and tear. Lomachenko doesn't have that wear and tear. Most of his boxing career has been in the amateurs. And he ran through that. You get what I'm saying? So all this Lomachenko getting old, he's not really getting old. I mean, he's getting old. All of us get older, but I'm saying he doesn't have a lot of wear and tear. So his body is still good. You get what I'm saying? So, we're not going to take away from Lomachenko's accolades. 2-time Olympian gold medalist or something of that sort. They say he had the greatest, I don't know how true this is, but I'm just throwing it out there. He had one of the greatest amateur records in the history of boxing in the amateurs. I don't know what the amateurs got to do with the pros, but hey, you know what I mean? All that stuff there. So no, all of that, we're gonna do all of that. We're gonna do all of that. You know what I mean? I'm expecting to see a fight next. I'm expecting to see a fight. Devin Haney is going to have to make a statement because a lot of his critics say that, hey, he ain't got no punching power. He pillow fist, yada, 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 yada. My thing is this here. And I heard this argument before. If the guy's pillow fist, shout out to Mr. Gumbo. He said, I got a hundo on Loma. All right, go ahead and put your hundo on Loma. I'm not betting on Lomachenko in this fight. I'm betting on Devin Haney. But if you win, Mr. Gumbo, that's 2-1. So if you put 100, you'll win 200. I think it's 2-1. Lomachenko he's 35. Devin Haney's 24. So Devin Haney's inexperience could play a part in this. Some would say that Lomachenko is a lot more experienced than Devin Haney because he's seen every style known to man. He's seen every style known to man. I think this fight is going to go 12 rounds. I think I heard Bob Arum say something of the sort recently that the best bet, the safe money, is to put the money on Lomachenko from a betting standpoint. This is what Bob Arum said. Put the money on Lomachenko from a betting standpoint, if you're going to bet. That's what Bob said. Devin Haney felt some type of way about that in that episode, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. As a matter of fact, let's play it. I've been talking about it. Let's play it, though. Let's play it. I want you guys to hear what he said. Let's play it. Let's play it. Hold on. No, that's that right there. Where is that? He felt some type of way about it. But I like Devin Haney's mindset. You're fighting a guy who, the promoter really, really loves. Bob Arum really, really loves him. Shout out to Sid Jappy. I'm dropping that quote over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did he say? He say, salute, coach. And I got you hundo on a hundo. Hundo on a hundo? Okay.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is, I lost money when I did this last time, but it is what it is. Cause I was expecting Canelo to knock out John Ryder. I think I took the under. No, what I did, I take the under. I took the under. I took between 6 and 8 for Canelo to knock out John Ryder. I bet it on I bet it on the over. I bet it on the under. I think under 10 rounds, something like that. I bet it on the under, lost on that. I bet that as a matter of fact, yeah, I lost on that, yeah. Because that fight went 12 rounds. I bet it, I always bet online. I do online gambling. Fam. I don't bet avatars. Now, with all due respect, if you're talking about betting me. Cause you know what I mean? I ain't want to fall out with nobody about no best dudes. Don't be paying no money online. People bet and don't nobody get paid. I ain't going through all that. I'm a bet. I rather bet online. But Devin Haney is going to have to take the fight to this guy, because if you have a promoter, and Bob Arum promotes both fights, both fighters. If you have a promoter that is saying that put the money on Lomachenko, Devin Haney that tells you everything you need to know. You get what I'm saying? So Devin Haney got to understand what time it is. You got to fight this guy. You're going to have to fight him. And you're going to have to make him fight. You're going to have to make a statement. As a matter of fact, let's do this. I do not own the rights to this material. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. And then I'm going to open up the phone lines.
Against shot years ago.
All right, here you go right here.
Wait 4 years.
One who's more than ready to assert his dominance against the man he felt denied him a title shot years ago.
He made me wait 4 years to fight him. So I was 20 years old. So I don't like Loma. I want to beat him bad. I want to send him to retirement.
So that what Devin said.
Nearly every goal a fighter can. It is prolific.
That's the intro to the Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Devin Haney says that he felt like Lomachenko had him waiting 4 years to fight him. You've been decking me for 4 years, basically what he said. He said he don't like Lomachenko, which I ain't got a problem with that. He's supposed to like him. Shit, I ain't got a problem with that. Shit, you know what I mean? This is the hurt business. He say, I want to punish him. I want to force him into retirement. So in order for him to do that, he's going to have to fight this guy. I like the way Devin Haney fought George Kambosos the second fight, not the first fight. The second fight, he took it to George Kambosos. Lomachenko is a better fighter than George Kambosos. We know this. I would say that Lomachenko is going to be the best fighter that Devin Haney has faced since he's been boxing. I would say that. So, he's going to have to be aggressive with him. What I'm thinking about in my mind is Teofimo Lopez. The game plan that Teo Sr. put together for Lomachenko when he fought him was a masterpiece. Teofimo Lopez was aggressive with Lomachenko. I mean, he wasn't wild, but he stepped to him. He controlled him with distance and range. He landed hard power shots to the body, jabs to the solar plex. That's the old Larry Holmes used to do that. That's the old Floyd Mayweather used to do that. Floyd Mayweather was known for jabbing you to the solar plex. Teofimo Lopez was doing that. What they got noticed about them Eastern European fighters, they do not like body shots. True. If you look at a lot of those Eastern European fighters, now don't nobody like body shots. I don't want to say them, but their kryptonite is that. Their kryptonite, if it's one thing that's their kryptonite, it's definitely that. He said, Coach, do you sell merch? Yeah, I sell merch. The merch is the merch store. A Green Eye Speaker would drop the link, and the merch bar is on you can see the merch store right up under my videos. You can see the merch store right up under my videos. You'll see that. Shout out to G Funk. What's going on, fam? He said Teo controlled Loma's lead hand and made him go backwards. That's exactly what he did. He did control the lead hand. He did. Yeah, you can get this hoodie in red. You can get this hoodie in red. It's at my merch store, fam. Just click the link below. Click the link below in this video. You can get this in there. This video right here is Shout at Big Nuts. Shout at Big Nuts. Yeah. He took away his lead hand. You got to do that. Devin Haney, guess what? Devin Haney can do that. He can do that. Shout out to Vigilante for dropping that $2 super chat. He said 60-40. I favor Loma on winning in decision. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? So, Green Eye Speed just dropped the link right there. She'll just drop the link. Yeah, she just dropped the link right there. So I think that's what they're gonna do. Some people to say that they'll say that Lomachenko has a lot more experience than Devin Haney, but Devin Haney is a bigger fighter. He's a younger, fresher fighter, and he has skills. And sometimes, remember what we say, guys, who you fight matters. Who you fight always matters. So I think sometimes you need signature fights in order to let the world know who you are. I love the fact that Lomachenko is looked upon as this great, very, very great fighter, because he is a great fighter. I'm not going to take anything away from Lomachenko. Lomachenko is an awesome fighter. He's a great fighter. He's all of that in the bag of chips. I'm not going to take anything away from him. Now, I ain't going to say all this other shit that Bob Arum them be saying, because I don't agree with none of that. But he's all of that in the bag of chips. Why am I saying that? Because if he loses, I want you same guys to come on here and give Devin Haney his credit.
True, true, true.
If he loses, you got to keep that. You got to come over here and give him his credit. I don't want to hear no, oh, man, you know, when he was old, when they had the war in Russia. I don't want to hear none of that. Because a lot of you niggas, y'all be niggas explaining and doing the backward slop and chicken Georgian and no. We ain't doing that over here. You say Teo was able to control Loma because he was worried about Teo's power. It ain't even just that. He was worried about Teo's power, but Teo took away Lomachenko's lead hand. He made him feel uncomfortable. And he had just enough pop in order to make him feel it. It's a lot of fighters I've seen in the past. They say he ain't had no power. He had no power. Well, I don't see nobody running in there trying to run up on a lot of these fighters that you say ain't got no punching power. I heard people say that about Pernell Whitaker. Pernell ain't got no punching power. When he fought those dudes who's supposed to have punching power, they wasn't running their ass in there trying to, he ain't got no power, finna run through him. As soon as they run their ass in there, they be like, God damn. Sometimes when you're a fighter and you sit on your punches, you gonna feel it. They said the same thing about Floyd Mayweather. He ain't really got no punching power. Yeah, they said the same thing about Sugar Ray. But dog, I'm gonna hit your ass so many goddamn times.
True, true, true.
See, the thing is about those fighters that you say ain't got no punching power, when you run your ass in there, when they hitting you 10 times, 11 times, bro, like the first, second round, you ain't really feeling nothing. Oh man, this shit right here, this shit soft down. This nigga ain't got no punching power. He pillow fist. Boy, by the time you get to the 7th and 8th round, god damn, oh shit, this motherfucker right here, god damn, that's some same punches that came from the first round. But what happened is it's an accumulation of punches. It's an accumulation of punches. Period. So, next week, everybody pick who they gonna pick. Just remember, keep that same energy now. We're gonna do a poll. We're gonna do a poll, and I'm gonna open up the phone lines, and I'm gonna write everything down what everybody's saying. Just don't switch up. I don't want nobody switching up. And we ain't gonna take no credit for nobody. If Lomachenko win, we're gonna give Lomachenko his credit. If Devin Haney win, we're gonna give Devin Haney his credit. Who you like, who you don't like, it don't make me no never mind. And another thing too, I like to point out the double standards and the hypocrisies. A lot of people say that Devin Haney is chinny. Oh, he's chinny. You see what Jorge Linares did to him. He rocked him, had him walking on Bambi legs. That's true. But that same Jorge Linares dropped Lomachenko.
True.
That same Jorge Linares dropped Lomachenko. But Lomachenko ain't chinny. I just want to throw that out there. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Let's get the likes up. We need 40 more likes. Let's get the likes up. 530-494-9636. Just want to throw that out there. Hold on, let me blow this up right quick. Let me blow this up right quick. Phone lines open, man. Y'all call the show. Shout out to Keenan in the building. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Knockdown 305, what do you say? He said, make it make sense. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Hey, I get it. Hey, Knockdown 305. I get it.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Lewis's ass.
I get it. Trust me, I get it. I do. I get it. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's up? This is Coach Eddie from the ATL. What's going on, Coach?
Coach Eddie from the ATL. Talk to me, fam.
Yes, sir. Great show as usual. You the best in the business, Coach.
I appreciate that, bro.
I got a couple words for you. This weekend gonna be a bloody massacre. Devin Haney finna bust this guy up.
No, that's gonna be
blood everywhere.
That's next weekend. Next weekend they fight.
Oh, my fault. It's Big Rolo this weekend, ain't it?
Yeah, Big Rolo fixing to become the WBA's super champion at 140 pounds. Big Rolo, his first fight.
Yeah, I seen that promo, that picture. That dude look like Tales from the Crypt, man. That dude face all sunk in. That dude look older than the Crypt Keeper, man.
Talking about that man. They talking about that man 40 years old. Boy, that man ain't nowhere near 40, man. That man look like he about 65, man.
Man, that man stunt double for the Crypt Keeper. That man look old, man. But like I say, Devin Haney, he finna do another on Lomachenko, man. There's gonna be blood everywhere, man. Same. Like they talking about the man can't punch. You look what he did to George Camboso. Look how his face is looking. That man was busted all up, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna bust him up, give him black eye, gonna have him leaking all over the place. And that's my prediction. And not only that, Lomachenko's a great fighter. But like you said, they praise him too much. I think that turned a lot of people off. I remember when Teddy Atlas was standing right next to Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward and gonna call this man the greatest fighter, better than both of them guys right there in the like 8th or 9th. I think Lomachenko had like 8 or 9 fights.
Yeah,
he
had 10 fights. I think it was 9-1 or 10-1. And Andre Ward was 32-0. Terrence Crawford was 32-0. Both of these guys was 64-0 between the two. And that's what it is. And it is what it is. And it's amazing. Some of those same guys are now saying that Lomachenko was old and this and that. No. He ain't old. Keep that same energy. No, he's not old. Lomachenko's not old. He's a great fighter. If you had him up there with Ali's and the Ray Leonards and the Pretty Boy and Floyd Mayweather, if you had him up there back then, keep him up there right now. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not gonna let them do that.
No, he can't do it. He's a good fighter, great fighter. But you notice in the build-up, because I've seen the top ranked promotion this week on TV. You notice how they got this is just an observation that I made. You know that Devin Haney is a devout Muslim. And they showed that. And I think that's one of the reasons he gets a lot of hate too, because he's a devout Muslim. And then also they showed Lomachenko was going into the church. I think he can be a Catholic or a Christian. I'm not sure exactly what his religion is, but they showed that they showed that paradigm right there. So that's something that I just noticed, because like I say, Devin Haney got a nice little entourage. He make a lot of noise. But he always praising Allah, and stuff like that. But I think that's that got a lot to do with a lot of hate, because he's a Muslim too.
Okay. People.
But Coach.
Shout out to Coach Eddie. Salute, fans. ATL, stand up. Yeah, so. Yeah, my thing is, I ain't got no problem who anybody hate on. Just, you can't get mad. You can't hate on a fighter and then get mad with somebody hate on the fighter that you like. If you're a Lomachenko fan and you hate Devin Haney and you feel it's cool to hate on Devin Haney, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem lies is when you're a Lomachenko fan and you hate Devin Haney, but then you can't take but then you get upset with somebody that hate Lomachenko. You can't do that. A lot of these dudes, y'all dish it, but you can't take it. You know what I mean? Y'all dish it, but you can't take it. That's the problem. What's good for the gander, good for the goose. You got to know how to take it. If you dish it, you got to know how to take it. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, man. This is Swat Jones from Fort Worth, man.
Swat Jones, talk to me, fam.
Man, what's going on, man? Hey, love the photo of the crib, man. God bless you, man. I pray for everybody in the chat all the time, man. So, that made my heart feel good, man. Know you're doing good. Yo, man. Dope topic, straight up, because I've been seeing all the old topics on thumbnails, man, and ain't nobody really talking about it like this, man. And I think it's it's gonna be an event. Reason why I say that, I went back and watched Loma and Linares, and then I went back and watched Dev and Linares, and then I looked at Loma versus Jermaine Ortiz. Now, I think both of them, because I ain't gonna lie, man, both of them got a lot of the kind of the same attributes, kind of, but Dev is bigger. I think I think Loma got some nice footwork, and he can flip the jab better than most. And I say that, and Dev used that jab beautifully.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to really hate on both, you know, because you kind of look at him and be like, yo, Loma, he got the tools to beat Dev, and then you look at Dev and be like, man, Dev got the tools to beat Loma. So you really just don't quite know. I'm gonna say this, but see, I didn't know this about Loma. When I looked at it, it's like Bob bigging Loma up, but I don't think Loma give a shit about what Bob think about him. To be honest, I just didn't get that vibe from him. Like it's almost like Loma been doing. He felt like he been doing this shit a long time anyway.
Yeah.
And then when you got Dev is that he that young lion. He look at Loma like, I'm gonna come in there and beat your ass. And Dev got, but it's almost like experience against youth. And we all know, like, just because you slow down when you're older, you know how to use some angles a little bit better. You know how to kind of be patient. You know how to get out some tough shit when it really happens. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when you're young, you can be great, but at the same time, you got a lot of ambition going on too. So I'm kind of up in the air on both of them. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I can't wait to see it. I don't know my pick yet, but man, I just thought this was a dope ass topic, man, because everybody's skipping over Loma. Like they talking about Devin his next couple fights. Like Loma ain't coming there to whoop Devin ass.
Yeah.
And I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I think I appreciate you bringing up this topic because Loma ain't no walk in the park, man. Loma nice.
No. To be honest with you, this is the thing is this here. If you're a diehard Lomachenko fan, you feel that Devin Haney is out of his league. Loma going to expose him, right? And if you're a Devin Haney fan, you feel like we're gonna run through Lomachenko. The truth is somewhere in the middle. Both of these fighters are phenomenal fighters. This is pretty much a 50-50 fight. And styles make fights. May the best man win. Me personally, I'm betting online on Devin Haney. I got him for the 12-round decision. But may the best man win. But this is a very, very close fight. The odds maker have Lomachenko 2-1 underdog. The odds makers have it very, very close. It may tighten up a little closer as the fight gets closer next week, or it may get a little bit further apart. I like Devin Haney's mentality, his mindset. He understands he's going to have to fight this guy, take it to him. I like his mentality, his mindset. And Lomachenko said he wants to become undisputed. He really wanted this fight. I like Lomachenko's mentality and mindset. So we should get a good fight this weekend.
Hey, Coach, you gonna because I've been seeing it, but like when it comes to betting and stuff, just the numbers, man. I like everybody's philosophy, man. I would love to see how you do it. If you can do that, because the thing is, I want to get into this betting thing. I really never have. You know what I mean? Like I don't really do that, but I watch boxing all the time. Watch your channel. You already know, but I'm always. But now it's like, okay, I feel like Dev gonna pull it out. But the thing is, I think I want to bet on Loma because nobody expect him to come out and show out. And if Loma hot that night, shit, I want to win too. So if you do it, man, I think that'd be dope.
Put money on both. Put money on both. That's all you gotta do because you don't know what you don't know until you know it. So we'll know next week after they fight. Everybody can make their predictions, but everybody can't be right. We'll find out next week. It is what it is, man. But Swallow Jones, Fort Worth, Texas, man. Salute, fam. Yeah, man. Nah, we do it. We bet on who we gonna bet on, pick who we gonna pick. My advice to anybody in the chat: don't bet no avatars. Don't bet no nigga on YouTube. You will not get paid. Avatars don't pay. You might see people in the chat right now. Y'all talking about, well, I'm gonna bet you this, I'm gonna bet you that. As soon as that guy lose, I promise you won't see him anymore, and he won't pay you, and vice versa. There's a couple, but I don't bet avatars. All right, no, I'm good. If you ain't gonna send me the money up front. If you ain't gonna send me the money up front, because I'm gonna be here every day, I ain't betting you. That's our role. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What to do, Coach? It's Big John from Texas.
Big John from Texas. Hold on, fam. Shout out to Vasyl Lomachenko. Shout out to Vasyl United. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say, sorry, homosexuals, but your hero is trash. 100. He say, no grown man stay in the amateurs for 20 years for fool's gold. Now, you know what? A lot of people talk about that too. A lot of people talk about, yeah, he had a great amateur record, but he stayed in there for 20 years and he was fighting teenagers. That's a valid point. I'm calling. What's your name? You calling from?
What it do, Coach? Big Jerm from Texas.
Big Jerm, talk to me, fam.
Yo, man, I just want to say, this is the kind of matchup that I daydream about. You know what I'm saying? My heart is with Loma, my mind's with Devin Haney. I like both fighters. You know what I mean? And for me, it don't matter who wins. It's going to be good for the sport because if Loma wins, we can put him in there up there and say, hey, he could be in the talks with the greats. If Devin wins, hey, he's on his way. You know what I mean? To being one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? And he got a lengthy career. You know what I'm saying? Ahead of him. And, you know, it gets the hardcores all riled up and putting eyes in the sport. And that's what I'm all about. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Listen, I totally agree, Big John. I mean, this is a good fight, a great fight. Again, we had the Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. People say that was the TikTok fight. And I totally agree with that. That was the TikTok fight. But now this is the real fight. This is the real fight. You know what I mean? And there's something on the line. It's a legacy fight for both men. You know, the winner will be in the history books. And this fight is going to be pretty much there as it relates to it's a legacy fight for both men. Lomachenko, 35 years old.
They both got something to prove. They both got something to prove. You know, Haney wants to prove there's no fluke. You know what I mean? That his legacy is no fluke.
Yeah.
And Loma wants to, you know, let his people know back in Ukraine that you know what I mean, that he's bringing the war from the Ukraine to the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm like me personally, I'm not really crazy about Ukraine myself. There's a whole lot of stuff I know about the Ukraine as it relates to their government and all that stuff there. So I give two fucks about the Ukraine myself. But as it relates to two boxers, Lomachenko and them fighting each other, you know, I don't, you know, that ain't got nothing to do with that. But salute to you. Shout out to Big Jerm from Texas. Salute, fam. Hold on. We got another call calling in. Caller, what's your name when you're calling from? All right. Phone lines over 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. I'm not going to take anything away from Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a great fighter, phenomenal fighter. He is the Matrix. He is one of the greatest fighters that's boxing in today. So I want to keep Lomachenko up there. I want to keep him hyped up. We're going to keep all that praise. We're going to keep that on him. We're not going to do that. He's not getting old. I don't want to hear shit about no war. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that shit. No, that's where he at. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Martin from Jersey.
Martin from Jersey, talk to me.
Oh, I have an opinion on what you said earlier about, you know, like people like to talk about certain fighters not having power, like Floyd, Canelo, to name a few. I can tell you one that didn't have power was Paulie Malignaggi, because everybody was running right through his punches and stopping him. Mm-hmm. Now, Floyd and Canelo had power. Floyd had to pull back on his power because he had the issue with the hand. But he put enough to make you reset every time you try to like get in there and put your combination together. Like he had enough to put his hands in your face and throw you off and make you reset. So a guy that doesn't have power can't do that to another person. If you have feather fisted, people just walk right up in you and just straight. So
the thing is with Floyd, when Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was very, very fast. He had twitch muscles. He was very, very fast. So the thing is, speed is power. Floyd hit your ass so goddamn fast. You know what I mean? That you didn't really, you know, that's what it was with Floyd. He didn't have no power like a Roberto Duran, but you know, he was so goddamn fast, and he hit you so many times that he was getting the motherfuckers out of there because of speed. You know, speed equals power, and he know how to sit on his shots. Yeah, it's definitely different. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. Yeah, but go ahead.
It's a different kind of power when the guy has speed and has stiff, like fast muscles that stop you in your tracks. Mm. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But as far as like Devin Haney and Lomachenko, man, that's a good fight. It could be 50-50. Like, I'm not here like call anybody trash and none of that stuff. Because I like boxing, but this is a good fight, man. It could go either way. Yeah. Devin Haney does have power because if he didn't, Camboso's face didn't look like that after the fight. So, this is a good fight, man. Like, I think Devin is gonna win because of his youth, obviously. But we never know, man. Like, we can't go by that because when you got guys that are like in the gym, like let's say Terrence Bud Crawford, he's 35 years old.
Yep.
There's a lot of guys, young guys that can't beat him. There's a reason Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis are not trying to get in there with that man. And these are young studs. So they're not trying to get in there with Bud because he's 35 years old, but that's a different 35. That man does not drink, does not do nothing bad to his body. He's always in the gym. He's ready. He stays ready. Like, he doesn't have to get ready for nobody. He's always ready. So it's a difference with Peace.
Yeah, shout out to Mark from Jersey. Salute, fam. Let's see. Let's super chat out the way. Shout out to Boston Hacker.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter up. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said in the Ukraine, no one is rooting for Dev, but in the U.S., people are rooting for Lomachenko. He said we got no loyalty. You got to understand, man, when it comes to boxing, man, people are not a monolithic group of people. If everybody in the Ukraine is rooting for Lomachenko, that's fine. They can do that. They probably got a sense of, but America is different. All Americans don't root for Americans. America is a different country. Just because you're from America, everybody in America or everybody that's involved in that particular sport, it doesn't root for the same guy because we in America. You got different cultural differences. You have racial differences. You have political reasons. Like, we're not a monolithic group of people over here. You get what I'm saying? So that's just the reality of the situation, fam. People can root for who they want to root for. I don't give a damn shit. You get what I'm saying? And when it comes to sports, you're gonna go for the guy. Well, you're supposed to go for the guy who you think is gonna win. But people root for people for many different reasons. If he's white, I'm gonna root for him because he's white. If he's Mexican, I'm gonna root for him because he's Mexican. If he's black, I'm gonna root for him because he's black. And to me, there's nothing wrong with that. I ain't got a problem with none of that. If you think that this guy has, if you're black and you think this guy has better skills and he's white than the black guy, you're gonna root for the white guy because you think he got better skills than the black guy. It has nothing to do with, oh man, we ain't rooting for our own. When it come to a sport, you're gonna pick who you think is the better guy that's gonna win. This that's how I bet. And this ain't about no goddamn. I don't give a fuck about what your color is. Like I'm betting with Devin Haney. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's who I'm betting with. Period. Because I think he gonna pull it out. I think he gonna show that dog in him. I think Lomachenko gonna bring that out of him. That's why I'm picking him. You get what I'm saying? But I may see Devin Haney have another fight. I may go another way. You get what I'm saying? So that's all that is, fam. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
D Block, talk to me.
Man, this right here is nothing but greatness. This is a great fight. This is 2023 fight. This is the fight. All right? This is the fight that we've been, Inouye and Fulton, yeah. But at Earl Spence and Crawford, man, fuck that. That ain't gonna happen. But man, you know how hard it is for me right now, man. It's like a 50-50 fight. We got Lomachenko, one of the greatest fighters of all time. The guy will go under history. He will be a Hall of Famer, no matter what. He's a Hall of Famer. Even right now, if he retires. I mean, when I saw this is why I know Haney is going to beat him, though. Even though I still think it's a 50-50 fight. When I saw him fight Teofimo Lopez, I saw just a glimpse, because you don't have fear when you're in that ring. But I saw where he kind of stuttered a little bit because he felt that power, and that's why he didn't show. I didn't see the real Lomachenko that I know. Teofimo had a great game plan. He turned with him the whole time, right in front of him. Head movement, had good speed, good leg movement. Teo got all that going on for him. You know what I mean? Especially he was the kryptonite for Lomachenko. Devin Haney, we got youth. He's taller. He's stronger. I mean, the guy has great ring IQ. I mean, but Lomachenko also, coach. I mean, he's gonna bring that veteranship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this fight will go down? Let's just say, because I know a lot of Tank Davis fans, they want Devin Haney to lose. I'll be honest with you, man, because they will never fight Lomachenko. All right. Do you think that this fight will end up being a draw?
I mean, it's a possibility it can. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. Bob Arum is pretty much pulling for Lomachenko to win this fight. So anything can happen. Devin Haney is going to have to. If I'm Devin Haney, I study what Teofimo did, and I follow that game. I follow that blueprint. I step to him. You're going to have to, because even though Devin Haney is the favorite by the odds maker, he's the favorite to win by the promoter. And there's not a doubt in my mind that those judges are going to make sure that they see things through the eyes of Bob Arum. So that's just my take on it. That's how I see it. That's how I feel. There's nothing no one else can tell me different. So I think that's good. Devin Haney is going to have to really step to this guy. He's going to really have to step to this guy and fight him. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But this is a 50-50 fight either way. I don't know who's going to win. No one knows. I'm betting on Devin Haney. That's that. We're going to find out. Some of you guys are betting on Lomachenko. We'll find out next week. We'll find out Saturday night. Period.
And one more thing before I let go, Coach. I mean, before you let me go, about people betting here, bro. I mean, about betting people, Coach. Yeah, that's true, man. Some of these people won't pay. I mean, look at me. I paid up, man. I put my fucking tattoo on the line. So there's a lot of motherfuckers here, man. They ain't nothing but lies, man. You bet some money with them, and they ain't gonna pay you shit.
Yeah, all right. Shout out to D-Block.
D-Town.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really happy for this fight. I'm really happy for this fight, to be honest with you. I'll call it. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Damien, Baltimore.
Shout out to Damien from Baltimore. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I agree with you, Coach, as far as this the fight. However, I mean, well, I guess this is why they had to fight, because Haney has to fight aggressive. He doesn't generally fight aggressive. He has to fight. If he doesn't fight him aggressively, then I think he's in trouble based on Loma style and Bob Arum combination. I think if he tried to just do the little jab, and I don't think that's going to get him to win. I think he's going to have to put some hurt on him.
Okay.
In my opinion. This is my opinion.
All right. Well, shout out to Damien. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm rolling with Loma on this. And I'm rolling with Loma based on Devin's style. I think his style that he's currently showed us is all wrong to fight Loma. Not saying that he don't have another style, but just based on what he's shown us thus far. If he shows something, he gonna have to show some bite down, give us some dog. He don't give us none of that. It's Rap City, in my opinion. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Shout out.
But I don't put no money on it yet. I'm still thinking about the money situation. So if you really like the person, then you put that money on him. So.
Okay, all right, for sure. All right, well, shout out to David from D-More. Salute, fam. Shout out to Abstract Nowhere. What's going on, fam? He said the scorecards already filled out rounds 1 through 6. Hey, man, this boxing, man. This boxing. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Hey, we got to get the lights up, man. We got 350 people in here, and we need 110 more likes. We got less than 200 likes. This is unacceptable. Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's going on, man? Casino Life Fred.
Casino Life, talk to me, fam.
Man, this a real 50-50 fight right here. Like I want to say, wait, all right, put it like this. How many rounds do you think Devin Haney would actually have to win? Like you know, the judges ain't gonna have the real numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, actually win. How many rounds do you think he'll actually have to win and not get robbed?
He gotta win at least 10.
And you think Devin Haney? All right, put like if the Loma
either 10 or 9 rounds, because I have a rule of thumb. Any fighter, even though Devin Haney is favored by Vegas, but when you hear the promoter saying that, hey, the betting, if you want to, damn, what did Bob Arum say? Damn, I need to play this episode because he said on the episode, he said the betting, I guess he said the betting odds, the betting favorite or something like that is Lomachenko. So I know who Bob wants to win, because I mean, he said it in Bill Haney's face about how he feels about Lomachenko. He compared him to Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, and all that stuff there. I have the actual video where he said it. So Devin has to understand when he steps into this fight next week, he's down 2-0. That's my mindset. He's going to have to fight Lomachenko like you did when you fought George Kambosos in the second fight. You're down 2-0. So that's how you got to have that mindset. If I'm Devin Haney, you down. Lomachenko is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing. You don't stand a snowball chance in hell in winning. No one is giving you a chance. No one's giving you a shot. He has to go in there with that mindset. And from what I'm seeing, it looks like he has that mindset. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, my prediction. I want to say my prediction. I predict Loma to win by decision, and I mean, just because I predict him to win by decision, don't mean I think he actually gonna win the fight. Like if I was the judge, you know what I'm saying? I think Devin. I think if everything was fair, Devin Haney would win. But since it ain't fair, I feel like Loma got enough help. So it's like, remember, David Benavidez was basically fighting Caleb Plant and the refs and shit. It's like. It's kind of like that. It's like Devin Haney versus Loma, Bob Arum, ESPN, and the referee and the judges. And I feel like Loma can do enough in the ring to where the other part of his team, they can just go ahead and get him to win and shit. Cause I don't think I just can't see him look like. Basically, I think Devin Haney would have to make him look stupid. Like he have to make him look completely stupid. It can't be no barn burner. Like it can't be a bunch of back and forth. He gonna have to make him look completely outclassed. And I don't know if that can happen. It just kind of depends on which Loma shows up. So,
I mean, he can win. I mean, no. The Loma that's going to show up is the Matrix. The Loma that's going to show up is the one that's better than Ali or just as good as Ali, Leonard, and Floyd. That's the Loma that's going to show up. The Matrix is going to show up. The guy that has a phenomenal amateur record. The guy that's Lomachenko. No, that guy's going to show up. That's who's going to show up. That's who's going to show up. So, there's no excuses. There's no excuses for Lomachenko. He's not old. I don't want to hear no shit about no war. And there's no excuses for Devin Haney. You know what I mean? You know what it is. You signed up for this. It's time to fight. That's where I'm at with it. May the best man win. Anything else you want to say?
Loma.
You got Loma?
I wanted to say I got Loma, and but I kind of want Devin Haney to win because I want to see.
You got Loma. You got Loma. So that's your pick. You got Loma.
Yeah, that's my pick.
All right. Shout out to Casino. Right. Yeah. Shout out to Vigilante. Dropping that quarter of a bam, W boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I seen both of their last fights recently. He say, and damn, Loma is fast as F with those counter punches, in my opinion. He said Loma wins by points. And Haney moves up to 140. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody making their picks. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? We're going to find out next week. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? So we ain't making no excuses for no fighter. We're not making any excuses for no fighter. I don't want to hear nothing either way. I don't want to hear nothing about, Dale was up in fighting an uphill battle, which he may be or whatever. And I don't want to hear nothing about Lomachenko. Oh, no, he's not old. Lomachenko is not old. Period. He's not old. He's the Matrix. He's everything he was that they say he is. And Devin Haney is everything that he was that you say he is. If you say that Devin Haney is pillow-fisted, if you say that Devin Haney can't take a punch, that's fine. If you say that Devin Haney is going to get exposed by Lomachenko, then you gotta keep it that way. Because what I don't want Monday morning quarterbacking the next day. I don't want no Devin Haney fans making excuses. the next day, and I don't want no Lomachenko fans making excuses. Oh, man, you know, man, with the war, man, where Putin was doing this, man, and, you know, they were dropping bombs over there. And, yeah, man, and, man, Lomachenko, he's 35 years old, dog, and, you know, his baby mama had got pregnant from a Russian, and his sister was doing the Ukrainian electric slide, and I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear none of that shit. No, he everything you said he was. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This is Mr. Golden.
Mr. Golden, where you calling from?
Savannah, Georgia, dog.
Mr. Golden from Savannah, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, man, I got ball, man.
Huh?
I got ball. Ball gonna win the fight because he gonna steal it.
You think Bob? You think Bob gonna do?
Bob gonna steal a fight, man. You know Bob gonna steal a fight, man.
I mean, you know, I heard this before though. I heard that Devin Haney was going to get robbed in Australia, and he beat George Kambosos twice in his own backyard. I heard that before, so that it very well may not be that way. You know what I mean? To be fair.
But see, the honest with they couldn't do nothing with that Kambosos fight. Cause Devin just really beat the shit out of his ass. You feel what I'm saying? Devin beat the hell out of him. But with the Loma, see, Bob ain't care nothing about Kambosos. But you know, Loma and his boy, I got a feeling there's gonna be some fuckery in this fight, Coach. I'm gonna keep it real with you, dog.
Oh yeah.
You know, I want Devin to win it, but Bob is not going to lose another belt. He done lost Crawford belt, and he ain't going to lose you know, this Devin last fight with it, right?
Yes, Devin last fight, yeah.
So you know, if Devin beat Loma and walk away with the belt, what Bob got left? Bob ain't got nothing. You know, so I don't think.
Yeah, I got you. I got you on that. So you feel the conspiracy is already in that Devin Haney. There's no way possible that he can win this fight next week against Lomachenko. Is that what you're saying?
Only way Devin to beat Loma, to me, win this fight, Coach, he got to really put on a hell of a show. He got to really beat the hell out of Loma. He can't let the judges, you know, be with the bullshit and just go with it. Make the fight close. He got to beat the hell out of Loma.
Okay.
You know, to get even if he don't knock him out, Coach, he got to take it out of the judge's hand, beat him so bad like he did Kambosos in that second fight.
Yeah.
They had another first fight to give it to him.
Yeah. I like the Devin Haney fight, the way he fought Kambosos that second fight. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Yeah, he came out real aggressive in that fight, that Coach.
Yeah. I shout out to Mr. Golden, man, Savannah, Georgia. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling the show. Mr. Golden in the building.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, see, what I don't want to do, dog. See, what I don't want to do. You know, I don't want to take anything from any fighter. You know, I want to, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, I mean, it is what it is at this point. It is what it is at this point. You know, they got to get it in. I don't want nobody, no excuses nowhere down the board. We know boxing is a corrupt sport. That is true. It is a corrupt sport, but I don't want no excuses nowhere down the board, man. Shout out to my brother, man, Freeway Ricky Ross, man. We are the official podcast of Team Freeway Ricky Ross, man.
What's my name?
My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet? That you never explains, moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug, thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. So that's where I'm at with it. Where I'm at with it is everybody make their picks. Who you think gonna win? Stick with it and go there. Whatever you said about that fighter prior to these guys fighting each other, stick to that. I don't want nobody bobbing and weaving. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody bobbing and weaving. No. The way I'm saying it, Lomachenko is the Matrix. I'm looking at Lomachenko through the eyes of Timothy Bradley. I'm looking at Lomachenko through the eyes of Teddy Atlas. I'm looking at, and shout out to Tim. I'm looking at Lomachenko through the eyes of Bob Arum. He is all of that in a bag of chips. So there's no way that Devin Haney should win this fight. That's all I'm saying. If Devin Haney win, I don't want no, don't bring your ass over here. Oh man, coach, you don't understand, dog. See that? No, I don't want to hear that shit. Cause I've been doing this for almost 2.5 years. I know how some of y'all get. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. All right, the phone hung up. All right, call back, man. The call back. Call back. Yeah, motherfucker want to switch. No, I see over here. I ain't gonna let you switch up. I ain't gonna let you switch up over here. That's why I say next week, everybody who call in, we're gonna do a poll. Everybody who call in, I'm writing down what you said. Remember how we did the Devin, the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight? Everybody call in, I'm writing down what you said. But no, ain't gonna be no motherfucker bobbing and weaving now. Ain't gonna be no bobbing and weaving. No. Ain't gonna be no bobbing and weaving. No. Well, cause it's gonna be excuses probably coming from both ways. It's gonna be excuses coming from both ways. You get what I'm saying? That's how I see it. All I'm concerned, that motherfucker, everything y'all said he was. Everything y'all said he was. That motherfucker can walk on water. He white Jesus. He can stick his finger in this cup and turn it into wine. He all of that. And we are not going to take anything away from Vasyl Lomachenko. What I won't do is let any Devin Haney fan take anything away from Vasyl Lomachenko. He is that what they say he is. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to let you do that. He is that what they say he is. And again, I'm looking at him through the eyes of Bob Arum. Now I'm looking at him through the eyes of Bob, and you goddamn right. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Rob from Vermont. How you doing today? True Media today, USA Boxing.
You can just say coach, man. You got to say all that. But shout out to Ron from Vermont. Talk to me, fam.
Well, yeah. I wanted to call in and elaborate on maybe what I just feel like only weakness that Devin Haney might have against Lomachenko is when he's on the inside, like of getting hit with hooks from Lomachenko in the close comfort circles, because Lomachenko is basically he knows how to get inside your guard. So Devin Haney's jab is gonna have to be really strong. As far as I hope he sit down on the punches. He looks like he's stronger than me, coach. Like Devin Haney just looks like he's a stronger, bigger, smarter, faster boxer now. He just looks like a complete machine, and I don't feel like Lomachenko is going to be prepared for this. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm sticking with, and that's what I'm gonna have to eat crow with, or I'm gonna basically get praised for. Because I just see Devin as like just a superior boxer now. Like I always see him like being a professional. He can go anywhere, and he will still fight the same way. Like that's what, and he gets better every time he fights. Since he had that hand injury, like 3 fights ago, and I just think he might have power this fight. I really do, and I think that's what's going to be the key to him keeping Loma from getting inside his guard. You know what I mean? And hitting him with like.
I don't know, man. Lomachenko the Matrix now, so and the Matrix might be a little bit tricky. He's the Matrix now.
For sure, his footwork. I mean, I've never seen somebody come inside your guard like that and be like, what? You don't even see where he's at. Like, he definitely is a very elusive boxer. But, like, you gotta understand, like, I think for me, I think it's gonna be the power that keep Lomachenko, like, from coming in there to being able to do all of that shit. So it just depends on what Devin has been working on to me. And it looked like he got stronger. You know what I mean? It just looked like he's adapted to being a lightweight. Like, he's talking about not even leaving the division now. You know, to me, I think he just basically has been just fine-tuning his craft and getting stronger. And that might be the difference, you know, for him not getting robbed, like Mr. Golden said. And I hope he don't get robbed, because that's going to fucking fuck my whole day up, because I just seen him travel all around the world with a jab, and then Lomachenko beat his ass, you know?
Right.
That's my call.
All right, shout out to Ron from Vermont. Salute. Hey, so I had a dude. I see the brother in there. He said Devin Haney gonna jab. He's gonna jab to death and grab. So my thing is this here: if all Devin Haney is gonna do is jab and grab, Lomachenko being the Matrix, it should be a simple task for him. Then Lomachenko should be able to figure it out, since that's the only thing Devin Haney gonna do. There's no way Lomachenko should lose his fight, because he's fighting a guy that's gonna jab and grab. And if he is who they say he is the Matrix. He has phenomenal footwork, the highest ring IQ, one of the highest ring IQs in boxing. He should be able to figure that out just like that. So I don't want no Lomachenko fans coming over here. Oh man, he just jabbed him and did this and did that. No, he the Matrix. He's supposed to be able to do like this, like Neo did in the Matrix. When Devin Haney throw that jab, he's supposed to be able to maneuver like Neo in the Matrix. When Devin Haney try to grab him, he's supposed to be able to maneuver like Neo in the Matrix. He's supposed to be able to do all that. You're not gonna let nothing as simple as a jab and a grab stop you, if that's what you guys saying. It seems like some of y'all making excuses. Don't make no goddamn excuses now. Don't be, it sound like y'all got some built-in excuses. If he is what you say he is. If he is what you say he is, that should not, he should be able to get around all that, because he is the Matrix. That's all I'm saying. Now, don't be coming with them goddamn excuses. I ain't trying to hear that shit, not me. Sound like you niggas making excuses all goddamn ready. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear that shit. Not me shit. But anyways, we're going to get a good fight. This is going to be a great fight, man, and I love it.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right? I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
Yeah. Hey, Dim Gaines, what you say? Dim Gaines say, excuses already. Yeah, no, man. No. Hell no. Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. He said, Ball gonna prove you wrong, coach. He the greatest. Oh, shit. Boy. Hey, shit. Boy, Keena, you were the same. Keena say, Haney fans saying he gonna get robbed with excuses. Keena, you the same dude who said Ryan Garcia was gonna knock out Tate. True. No, you and D-Block. So, hey, you know what? And if you're really not sure, who to bet on, find out who D-Block rooting for, and find out who Keena rooting for, and whoever D-Block and Keena rooting for, go the opposite way. True. Well, no, especially Keena. Whoever Keena root for going for, just pick the opposite. True. Shout out to Keena, man. Hey, hold on. Two-Tone the superstar too. And Two-Tone the superstar. Two-Tone say I'm a casual. Then who you like, dog? Oh, okay, all right. Hey, you want to break it down now? We ain't got to break it down. Who are you going for? He going for set? Oh, okay, let's go the opposite. Now, don't even question it. Just go the opposite. Hey, shout out to 305. I'm just saying. Hey, the Matrix. Hey, what EC? What he say? He say jab, grab, Haney. Hey, the Matrix should be able to figure that out. The Matrix should be able to figure that out. If the Matrix, the Matrix should be able to figure that out, fam. That's all I'm saying. Okay, tell me what. Can somebody call the show? For those who say that Devin Haney gonna jab and grab, for those who say that Lomachenko is gonna beat Devin Haney, can you call the show and give me a breakdown on how the Matrix can use his Matrix-like powers, mental power, so to speak? Can you give me a boxing breakdown on how he can avoid Devin Haney clinching him and how he can get around the jab? Anybody? You say Loma gonna take that jab away. How was he gonna do it though? Keena, call the show. Keena, 530-494-9636. 530-494-93. Sorry about that. 530-494-9636. UK callers, the number is down at the bottom as well. If you're from the UK, the number is down at the bottom as well. You say he gonna take the jab away. Tell me how he gonna take it. Call the show. Give me a breakdown. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This is J-Rock from DC.
J-Rock from DC. Talk to me, fam.
Oh, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got a way that your man Loma can get out that clinch. So, when he do it, I don't want to hear no excuses for him because he actually got a way that he actually has a way he gets out of it. I was watching the boxing breakdown of him. I forget who page it was, who channel, but when people clinch him, he raises his arm straight up in the air and he slides down. Pause. He slides down out of the clinch, and he do that shit a lot in his fight, and that's how he avoid getting out the clinch. So if they talking about that's all Haney gonna do, it ain't no trying to figure it out. He already got a way to do it.
Got a way to do it.
It ain't no excuses for him. So, like he said, it should be an easy fight for my man.
It should be an easy fight for him. You hit the nail right on the head. You hit the nail right on the head, J-Rock. When Lomachenko is very aggressive in the clinch. He gets out of the clinch.
Yeah.
And he fights out of the clinch too. When he snatches out of the clinch and he get one hand away, he'll hit you with a hand that's free. So you hit the nail right on the head. So basically what you're saying, they can't use that as an excuse then. That's not an excuse.
They can't even use that. It ain't even no building excuse because he can. We done seen him defeated. So that ain't no. We know he can beat it.
So how does Lomachenko get around Devin Haney's jab?
It's gonna be tricky for him. I'm not gonna lie because Haney got one of the best jabs in the game, and it's quick and it's a stiff jab. He got real stiff jab too, and he could control the distance with that lead hand. So it's gonna be tough if, like you say, if Haney could take a page out of T.O.'s book, it's gonna be tough. But Loma it's gonna be lead foot discipline. Like Loma going keep trying to have to step outside of Haney lead foot, and he's gonna have to shoot that left hand down to his stomach, down to the solar plex if he want to stop him. I think that's probably one of the only ways he can open Haney up, step outside of his foot, and then lead left hand to the stomach. I want to see how
he's gonna get around that. I want to see how he's gonna get around that weak side because I definitely want to see how he's gonna get on that weak side. Lomachenko. But shout out to J-Rock from DC.
He struggles.
Salute, fam.
He struggle with people siblings.
Yeah. All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Shad. I'm dropping that quarter over. Bam, W, boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I'm tired of Loma the Matrix data collector or whatever they call him, Ducky. You sound like my man. You sound like my man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
To accept, press 1.
Sorry about that.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, dude.
Yeah, your phone going in and out. Your phone going in and out.
I'm still going in and out. I'll call back man.
I can hear you now.
All right, this Rick on the south side of Houston. What's up, Will?
Rick from the south side. Talk to me.
Hey, man, the caller kind of stole my thunder as far as how Loma be getting out of those clinches.
Yeah.
You know, Loma is really, really nasty when he do it, and I like how he do it. You know, he'll literally straighten both arms out. He'll use the top of his head to break you loose from him.
Yep.
And he even would look at the ref and like, come on, man, he holding me. You know, he'll shame the fighter. Like, hey, crowd, look at this guy. He just want to grab and hold. Come on, you know. So, man, Dev really, really gonna have to come with it. And you know, usually a good big man can beat a great smaller man. And Loma really have all the skills and technique to beat Dev. You know, he done fought a bigger man in T.O. Jermaine Ortiz was about the same size as Dev. He beat him.
He fought bigger guys. He fought Nakatani. I think Kobe.
Nakatani, right.
I think Luke Campbell was bigger. So he fought bigger guys. So
right.
I've been hearing that too.
Absolutely.
I've been hearing that too. They saying, "Look, Devin Haney too big." No, he fought dudes bigger than Devin Haney. So now that ain't. Rick, I'm trying to take away all excuses from anybody. I'm trying to take away excuses from Devin Haney fans. I'm trying to take away excuses from Lomachenko fans. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Not me.
Yeah, they both got to come with it, man. You know, Dev better really utilize his size and his skill set, his athleticism, because Loma, you know, he's 35, but Loma's still coming to fight. And Dev's gonna have a harder time with Loma than Tank had a harder time with Ryan. So I'm riding with Dev, but hey man, Loma is no pushover, man. And I still like Loma too, but I'm picking Dev to eke out a split decision, majority decision. You know, another 12-round win for Dev. I don't see him stopping Loma though.
Nah,
that's all I got, man.
Man, shout out to Rick Southside, stand up, man. Southside. Yeah, man, my dog. Shout out to Rick Southside. Yeah, I believe the total opposite of what you guys are saying. Some of the guys are saying Devin gonna grab. I believe the total opposite. I don't think Devin Haney is gonna grab Lomachenko at all. I don't think Devin Haney is gonna grab Lomachenko at all. I don't believe that at all. As a matter of fact, it'll be foolish to fight him like that. You keep his ass mid to outside range. You keep him mid to outside range. That'll be foolish for him to do that, in my opinion. In my opinion. I don't think it's gonna be that at all. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Mo Green from Baltimore, by the way, BMI.
You sound muffled. But I'm trying to get through it. You say Mo Green from Baltimore?
Yeah, by way of BMI.
All right, be more. Talk to me.
Everybody talking about all these leaving things on the table. I believe, my pops was a trainer back in the morning hour, back in the day, trained every black golden glove trainer out of every black golden glove trainer out of boxer out of Des Moines. The bottom line is this: I don't think there's going to be no robbery. I think it's going to be a great fight. And Lomachenko, he got good footwork. He's a good, solid, fundamental boxer. Everything the same thing. Neither one of them, I don't think can get with Shakir. But bottom line is this: everybody talks about, they're going to get robbed. They're going to get robbed. You have to put your life on the line, just like Bud did when he was fighting Crawford. I mean, when Crawford was fighting Porter. When they told him he was down in the rounds, all friendship on the side, he said, "You for real? You for real?" He went out there and he did what he had to do to win the fight. So bottom line, everybody that wants to jump on boxers, Dick, it's cool. But this year, be a true fan of the science. Whether they win or they lose, that's the name of the game. So that's all I wanted to say. And also, I love you, bro. You just bring so much entertainment to me every day.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
I cannot stop laughing when I listen to you. The bottom line is, I'm going to start dropping some chips. I ain't never did this for nobody, but I'm going to start dropping chips for you, just because the entertainment that you give and the knowledge that you give is worth every bit that I'm going to give you. So,
hey, man, I appreciate that.
Just keep doing what you're doing, Coach, and I appreciate you.
All right, shout out to Mo Green for being more. Salute, fam. So I disagree with that. I don't think it's going to be a jab and grab fight. I don't think it's going to be that at all. Because I don't think that would work to Devin Haney's strengths. I think the best thing he can do is keep that distance and range, control that distance and range, timing. Go step right to Lomachenko. I think he should step right to him. And that's what I would do. Step right to him. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Devontae from Pennsylvania, Coach. How you doing?
What's your name is, Phil?
Devontae from Pennsylvania.
Oh, Devontae from Pennsylvania. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a great fight, man. And I'm gonna be honest. I got Loma stopping Haney 10 through 12. The reason why I say that is because I don't see a jab. You don't need more than a jab to keep Loma off of you. The jab and holding, and he's already killing himself to make weight.
Yeah.
I think he's going to speed Loma's going to speed Haney up. Haney's going to do good for 4 or 5 rounds, I believe. But those mid to late rounds, I think he's going to gas, and Loma's going to get him. Going to stop him.
Okay, so you think Devin Haney is going to gas in the second half, and Lomachenko going to pick the pace up on her and stop Devin Haney?
Yes, I do.
All right, shout out to Devontae for Pennsylvania, man. Salute, fam. Hey, thank you for calling the show, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So, Yeah, if I'm Devin Haney, the blueprint is already given how to beat Lomachenko. You just step to him. Step right to his ass. Step right to him. I think he's young enough, he's fast enough, he's quick enough. He may not have the punching power that a Teofimo have, but how you fight those Eastern European fighters, you step right to them. You go right at them. You go right at them. You know what I mean? Go right to their body. You got to control the lead foot. Keep that straight right hand right there waiting on them. You know what I mean? Don't all that trying to get real close to grab. Don't do none of that. I think if Devin Haney do that, he's in striking range. You know what I mean? You gotta make Lomachenko. You gotta make Lomachenko. You want him to feel like he down and then get overly aggressive. Then you can walk him into traps and stuff. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, what's going on? It's Rob from New York. What's going on?
Rob from New York, talk to me.
So, yeah, definitely value and respect your opinion, Coach, but I have to disagree on this one. I have to disagree with you on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's definitely gonna grab on this match. I know that you've been saying that, Lomachenko has fought bigger, taller fighters, but typically the fighters that would give Lomachenko problems in this instance would be fighters that actually have a lot of athleticism. Like if you looked at the Jermaine Ortiz fight, the only reason that fight didn't go south in the later rounds for Lomachenko was because Jermaine Ortiz pretty much gassed out. So in terms of Haney, I don't think Haney has the pops to keep him off of him. If he had a little bit of power, which with Lomachenko, he respected Teofimo, what kind of kept him off bay, I think that would make a bigger difference. But in this case, if he grabs and holds, that's his best shot. You got to jab him, straight right hand, hold him, and that's probably going to be the fight the entire night. That's the way that I see it, Coach.
All right, so shout out to Rob from New York. That's the way you see it. What point we're taking? I totally disagree. I totally disagree with that, but it is what it is. Shout out to Body King Boxing. Salute to you, fam. JC, what's going on, fam? JC, what's going on, fam? What's up with you, JC? Shout out to Eric Gutierrez. And I disagree with Devin Haney gassing out. Like Devin Haney is probably one of the best fighters in boxing when it comes to being in shape. Devin Haney ain't gassing out. It's a couple of fighters you can count on not getting tired. Devin Haney is one. Shakur Stevenson is another one. Lomachenko is another one. Terrence Crawford is another one. I think Errol Spence is another one. It's a few fighters out there. You like their attributes is their stamina. Like one of Devin Haney's strongest attributes is his stamina. I don't see him gassing out. I don't see him gassing out. Like you got to give me some examples of that. I don't see him gassing out at all. You know what I mean? I mean that's just me. But it's a matter of opinion. It's a matter of opinion. Shout out to you say Bivol and Benavidez. Yeah, Bivol and Benavidez, they know how to conserve that energy. Some fighters they get stronger as the fight goes on. Some fighters they get stronger as the fight goes on. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I'm kind of anxious to really see this fight, just to see how these two styles mesh up. And I want to take away all of the excuses from anybody. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Curtis from Long Beach.
Curtis from Long Beach. Talk to me.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take Haney. It's the first time that I've seen a fighter. I've seen Loma express concern in a fight because like he was telling Haney, like, man, you like a middleweight and all this other stuff, pretty much telling him that he's too big. So this is my first time ever seeing him do that. And then on top of that, Loma didn't want to fight, a couple of years ago. So I always thought it was something there. And then everybody saying that Loma is gonna jump all over him and that Haney don't got no power. I always point out the Mayweather thing. They said that about Mayweather, but dudes never jump on these dudes and walk them down. You know what I mean? Like there's no power there. There's something there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never seen nobody jump on these dudes and act like there was nothing there. There's something there. So I think I don't see Loma doing it either, man. Like, I think he's gonna control it with the jab. I think he's gonna control it with the jab and his boxing ability, and you know, he just gonna coast to a victory. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my pick. I'm gonna take Haney.
All right, shout out to Curtis from Long Beach. Salute, fam. LBC, stand up. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Shout out to Bully and Sean. What did you say? You say John Ryder has great stamina? Yeah, John Ryder has pretty good stamina. John Ryder has pretty good stamina. Shout out to Vigilante. What did you say, fam? Shout out to Vigilante. What did you say? Dropping that $2 super chat. You said Devin wins. I'm definitely giving him credit. Loma still fighting. Okay. All right. All right. All right, for sure. You know what I mean? Shout out to Keenan. What did you say, Keenan? You say Floyd could also stay right there and strike with hands pull counters. He say to hell. He say Loma, everybody, not Floyd. Okay. All right. We're going to find out next week. We're going to find out next week. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it. I mean, I got Devin Haney. It's simple. You know what I mean? And I'm going to give a breakdown. I'm going to give a breakdown on it Friday. Because we do predictions on next Friday. I'm going to give my prediction. I'm going to tell you why. And that's it. Just simple as that. You know what I mean? And then after Saturday, we do what we normally do. We go on to the next fight. We go on to the next fight. Simple as that. El Harvey, what's going on, man? El Harvey, what's going on? What's happening, man? El Harvey, what's happening, man? You get what I'm saying? And what I say, JC? He said, forget the past, it's now or never. Yeah, it's now. And see, hey, JC, that's exactly where I'm at with it. Yeah, it's now. All the other shit about, all the other shit don't mean nothing. Saturday night gonna tell the story. Somebody gonna be wrong and somebody gonna be right. Somebody gonna be happy and somebody gonna be sad. Somebody gonna be making excuses and somebody gonna be saying, I told you so. That's where it's at. And this is why we love the fights. We love the fights because regardless of what I say or what anyone in the chat say, the fight is going to get in the ring and the fight is going to get in the ring and make the fight. The fight going to tell the story. You get what I'm saying? So, see, what I say, what another nigga say don't mean a goddamn thing. The fact of the matter is Devin Haney and Lomachenko going to get in the ring and fight each other. That's going to tell the story. Hey, what it say, Sad? You say this Saturday going to be a big event for Big Rolo for the win. Bruh. Let me, hey, Sad. They got Big Rolo. They got Big Rolo. Hey, you ought to see the setup. Yeah, you ought to see the setup. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. Salute, Bruce. Hey, you ought to see the setup. They got Big Rolo when they're fighting a 75-year-old. They got big, hey, Bless. They got Big Rolo and they're fighting a 75-year-old. This man fixing to become a champion, bro. This man fixing to become the debut, bro. I can't believe it. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Yes, Ron calling from Detroit, Michigan.
Ron from Detroit, talk to me.
Yeah, I got Devin Haney on this one.
Okay.
I'm just glad that he's finally getting the respect and he's finally getting to the point where they gotta fight him now.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
I think he just.
I mean, what I've learned, Ron, from boxing fans, because people like fighters, hate fighters, for whatever the reason may be, and you just never know what's in a person's mind. I think that if a person really, really doesn't like you, there's nothing that person that they don't like can do that they're going to give them credit. Whether it's Lomachenko or whether it's Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of these guys, they don't have an objective bone in their body and they're hardwired. They're hardwired. So that's what I see online. So I don't think that this fight is going to prove anything to either side. If you somebody who hates Devin Haney can whitewash Lomachenko, who Bill Haney like to call White Jesus. They're gonna find an excuse why he won. And vice versa. If you hate Lomachenko, if Lomachenko were to win, some Devin Haney fans going to find an excuse why he didn't win, you know, for whatever the case may be. So that's neither here nor there. I never get caught up in the emotions of another nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Whether it's the white nigga, the black nigga, the Hispanic nigga, or the Asian nigga, I don't give a fuck. I pick who I like, who I'm riding with. I have a boxing criteria while I'm picking them. How I see the fight playing out, run, and then how it play out. Whoever win, we reflect on it, and then we move on to the next fight. All the other shit I ain't caught up in.
I like them both. I like them both. It's just I hate that Haney couldn't get a fight with nobody because he was on his own. Yeah. He's making money though. He's making money, but he just couldn't get a fight with nobody. And I said, Loma wasn't dunking him. Just people wanted to see him and Lopez rather than him and Devin Haney because Devin Haney couldn't sell no tickets.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just glad now he has the belts. So now if you want to fight the champ, you got to go through Devin Haney.
Okay. All right, for sure. And that is true. He got on the belt. So Saturday, we're going to find out. We're going to find out if Lomachenko is white Jesus. He can walk on water, turn water into wine, and he going to show all that Matrix stuff that they talking about. We're going to find out. Shout out to Ron for Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. We're going to find out. Hold on, guys. Shout out to Mighty King Boxing. What did he say, fam? He say at that time, Bob M and Eddie Hearn was not getting along. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I think it's a good thing that Devin Haney is with Top Rank now. I'm hoping that he stay with Top Rank. I'm hoping that he stay with Top Rank myself. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm hoping that he stay with Top Rank myself because that's where the fights are at. And we'll see. We'll see. I'm really, really anxious to see this fight next week. Like, this is a fight that I was really, really anticipating. It's a fight to where it's a toss-up. It can go either way. It's a fight to where it's a toss-up. It can go either way. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So, and that's what I like about it. I like the 50-50 fights. I like the 50-50 fights. I love it. I love the 50-50 fights. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This is Coach Eddie again. I'm gonna be real quick. I just want to make a quick. I want to ask you a question real quick.
Mm.
Do you think that Devin Haney's experience in the Mayweather gym and hanging out with Zab, Judah, and all those guys are going to play a role in this fight? Because to me, Devin kind of looks like Pretty Boy Floyd, maybe with like maybe a 2.0 version or maybe a cheap knockoff of Pretty Boy Floyd when he was fighting, without letting his hands go in quick combination like Floyd was. So what do you think about that, Coach?
Nah, I don't see no Pretty Boy Floyd in Devin Haney.
You don't like when he move around, throw punches, and keep it on the end of the stick and all that stuff.
No, I don't see no Pretty Boy Floyd. The Pretty Boy Floyd, you said Pretty Boy Floyd, right? Just to clarify.
Yes, sir. Yes, the early Floyd, the 130 Floyd.
Yeah, hell no. I definitely don't see that. I don't see none of that. I don't see no Pretty Boy in Devin Haney at all. I don't see none of that.
You don't see none because you know he just trained with Floyd Senior. You know he trained with Floyd Senior and spent a lot of time in the Mayweather gym. I just wanted some of that stuff rubbed off on him a little bit.
I mean, no. So I don't see that. I don't see Pretty Boy at all.
Okay.
Now, if you would have said Money Mayweather,
yeah.
If you would have said more of that, then I could probably say I could probably lean a little bit more to where you coming from. But Pretty Boy Floyd, no sir. I don't see no Pretty Boy at all.
Okay. Okay, Coach. All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Coach Eddie. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, if I'm Loma, he say, if Loma fights Dev, Shakur, and Tank and loses, will he be considered the Ukrainian Danny Garcia? What do you mean? You mean because he lose the step up fights? That's a good question. If he loses to all of them, I mean, the chances of him fighting all of them, I doubt it. Of course, he's fighting Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson, I take Shakur to beat Vasyl Lomachenko 7 days a week and twice on Sundays. Tank Davis. Tank Davis, I don't know if they'll make that fight. But if they do, I would kind of lean more towards Tank in that fight as well. Even though I do know that they kept Tank away from Lomachenko in the past, but we'll see. But I'm just saying if. So I don't know, man. We'll you know what I want to do? We'll just have to let that happen and see. But I don't think that the mainstream media would look at him as that. I don't want to say he's a Ukrainian Danny Garcia, because I think what he's accomplished up until this point is greater than what Danny Garcia have done. Now you can poke holes at Lomachenko's resume, but I have to see if that, you talking about if, we talking about hypothetically and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just have to see those fights happen and then sit back and reflect on it. You know what I mean? Caller, what's the name where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie from New York, talk to me.
How you doing, Coach?
Doing good. Talk to me.
All right. This is truly a 50-50 fight in my eyes. I don't see any of these fighters with a clear advantage. I like Haney. He's the real man. This is a real fight, for all the marbles. I also like Loma. And, Haney wants to prove that, he's no joke. Loma wants to be undisputed. He tried once, he failed. But in this fight, Coach, I'm going to go with Loma. I think he's going to be busier. And I think he's actually going to TKO Haney late in the fight.
Okay.
That's my take, Coach.
All right, shout out to Jamie from New York, man.
And that's my call, bro.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So that's two that say they see Lomachenko stopping Devin Haney. That's two that say they see Lomachenko stopping Devin Haney. I don't agree with that myself, but it's called a prediction. Christian said Loma has 2 gold medals and was one of the best in his prime. I think the counter argument to that is Lomachenko was the oldest guy in the Olympics and he was beating up those teenagers. That's what be the counter argument to that, because he stayed in the Olympics a long time. He fought in the amateurs a long time. Shout out to Food Revolution. She said, I strongly disagree. Jamie from New York. Hey, that Food Revolution. Yeah, listen, I don't see nobody getting stopped in this fight. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, Coach? It's Hashirama from PG County, Maryland.
Hashirama, talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, Coach? So, this is a big fight. This is a fight at 135.
Are you on the Bluetooth?
Hold on. What about now?
Yeah, you sound a lot better.
Yeah, my Obama phone was fucking up. Anyway, so yeah, this is a real fight at 135. Screw Ryan and Tank. They did what they think. They got their money. They lied to the fans. It's all good, right? Anyway, this is a fight at 135 that we've always wanted to see for some years. I've proven myself. I'm a big Loma fan, but I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think he's gonna win. Just being honest with you. From the last performance that I saw against young Dominican cat, forgot his name, Ortiz, he didn't look all that spectacular. Although I do know that they are former sparring partners, so he kind of knows Loma a bit. But what I definitely want to say is that this fight is going to be a little harder than it seems. Devin Haney is fighting a white slick fighter. You know what I'm saying? Those have always been dogs throughout boxing history as well. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think Haney will take it in decision. I think. Go ahead, you go.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Uncle Bob is going to do his best. Last dude that said he was going to leave Top Rank after holding the championship, you know what happened to his ass. He went down to Australia and got fucked over. So it is what it is. I think Uncle Bob has to pull a lot of strings, but I just see Haney just winning on the scorecards.
All right, shout out to Hashirama from PG County. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really like this. I kind of really like this, man. And this is what I love about having these fights. Like, when you have a Tank Ryan Garcia, there's really nothing to think about. It's like, okay, you know what I mean? It's like everybody knew who was gonna win except Ryan Garcia fans. When you have a fight that's like Tank versus Romero. You pretty much know what it's going to be before you get in there. So I kind of like these fights to where, man, this 50-50, both guys' skill sets are right there with each other. I really don't know. And that's what boxing is really all about, because you're going to have some of those type of fights in order to see what the fight is made of. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, good afternoon, Coach. It's Dante calling from West Philly.
Are you calling on the Bluetooth?
Hold on, give me a second.
He on the phone up. The guy on the phone up. Hey, what did say, Sad? He said, Coach, you sold that Tank versus Ryan fight. Hey, you know that's what I do. Hey, you know that's what I do. You know what I mean? You know, because if I tell you already who I got winning, and I say, man, look, man, this fighter don't stand a snowball chance in hell. He got 2 chances to win this fight. Slim and none, and Slim just left the building. And then now, if I tell you that on multiple occasions, and then you see me turn around and be like, I don't know, boy. Well, Big Rolo might pull it out. Boy, Ryan Garcia, what if they putting out false information about Ryan and he may be playing a Machiavelli? When you see me doing that, you already know what time it is. True. Hey, I got people been watching me for a minute. They'll tell you like, they'll be like, okay, here come Coach of that bullshit. They're going to coach that bullshit. Hey, Swab catch it all the time. Swab be like, oh, there you go.
Adrian Reyna.
There it comes Swab. Hey, Swab be like, they're going to coach. There you go. Hey, when I be like, boy, I don't know, boy, I don't know. Like, nigga, you don't heard me tell you 20 times before they don't set a snowball chance in hell. Now y'all in the chat talking about something. I don't know. He may do this and do that. So now when you see me pivot, I don't hype them up. I gotta sell a fight. Caller, what's the name where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's D-Block.
D-Block, talk to me.
Now we know. Come on, Coach. You know how hard I was riding with Ryan, Coach.
Yeah,
that's my guy. That's my man. That's the future of boxing, man. I mean, he got fundamentals to work with. We know that. I mean, but I really thought he was gonna win, Coach. I ain't gonna lie about it, man. It's like you look at a star and you wish for something. You really think it's gonna happen. Yeah. I don't wish too hard. Coach, when he hit him in the face, I said, "Oh hell no, we got problems." Coach, when he hit him in that rib, I said, "Oh shit, it's over." I couldn't believe it, man. I could not believe what I was seeing in my eyes, Coach. I saw like somebody just woke me up from a good dream or something. Not a good dream, from a nightmare and shit. You were right, Coach. You were right. You changed my mind, man. You changed everything the way I view boxing now, Coach. I really, even though I had to go through a hard struggle just to know that my boy Ryan Garcia lost. And it was hard, Coach. I ain't gonna lie. It was hard. Hey, but man, I love Haney, man. Yeah, go ahead, Coach. No.
I'm just saying I don't want to have a eulogy about Ryan Garcia. That's over with. You over here. You over here sound like you about to cry, having a eulogy. Oh,
it was hard, man.
It was hard for me. Look, man, it's over. He dead. He dead. We don't bury him. We got to move on. We got to move on now.
Long live the king. But Haney, Coach. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna see. This guy is the future of boxing also. Him and Shakur. Tank Davis got problems. It's coming. It's coming. I tell you, Coach. That's one of the phrases we're going to be using. He's coming. D-Block, D-Town, D-Bill. Fuck.
Yeah, a nigga was trying to tell y'all. The Ryan Garcia fan, this man a TikToker, man.
I actually do cuss a little. Do you? Also, yeah. What's your favorite curse word? Probably fuck.
Nigga was trying to tell, y'all hating on Ryan. Y'all hating. I like, bro, nigga was trying to tell y'all. I even said, dog, I went out to LA, man, and interviewed Joe Goosen. Found out a whole lot of information what's going on. No, Coach, no, you hating. I said, okay, all right. I said, okay, they don't want to listen. Okay, let me go ahead and hype them up. Let them go ahead and bet their money on them then. Let them bet their money on them. You know what I mean? And then they be like, God damn, how you knew that? I thought, this what I thought. And these guys, I'm like, man, they don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get it. And I get it. They a lot of these guys, they really don't know nothing about, they don't know, look at the intangibles when they come to boxing and as it relates to styles and stuff like that and matchups and guard control, footwork speed, ring IQ, angles, you know what I mean? How to parry, you know what I mean? How to block. Like, they don't look at the strips, you know what I mean? And they don't see none of that, you know what I mean? So, and they never do. So it is what it is. I mean, it's easy for me to hype them up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, this Casino like prayer. I just want to say something real quick.
Talk to me, fam.
I just wanted to say, man, I know I talk a lot of shit about D-Block, you know what I'm saying? But I heard he got the tattoo, and I ain't never addressed that. I wanted to say, D-Block, you a real one. I respect you. You ain't the sharpest crayon in the box, but you a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that. I ain't want you to get the tattoo and niggas don't ever even acknowledge that you got it. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to know, because everybody probably don't even know you got the tattoo. But D-Block is a real one.
I posted it on the community tab. The video was there. The video was there and the picture is there. Where D-Block got the tattoo.
Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to let you know you're a real one, D-Block. You know what I'm saying? You got my respect. It's Casino like prayer. That's it, bro.
All right, shout out to Casino. ATL, stand up. Hey, man, we need 50 more likes. We need 50 more likes. And let me tell you something, man. If we got to get them likes, so we need 50 more likes because we fixing to pivot a little bit. Riley, they don't want to hit the like button? Riley, get them.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Your coach is Dante from West Philly. Is this better?
Dante from West Philly. Talk to him. Oh, just talking about Devontae. Right, yeah, I got you.
No, Dante.
Oh, Dante from Philly. Talk to him.
Yeah. Hey, Coach. I think Devin Haney fights more like Floyd Sr. Follow me now. If you go back and you look at Floyd Sr., how he trained and how he fought back in the 70s and early 80s before he got, before his career got taken off, he fights exactly the same way Devin fights. Now, I get why some people say Floyd, he reminds them of Floyd, but Floyd didn't really fight like his father until later. Floyd fought like Roger. He fought like a combination of both of them. As far as the fight he's going to win, I think probably, most likely, Devin Haney gonna pull it out. I really do. I think with all the stuff that's floating in the air against him, as far as he's in his last contract fight with Scott Rank and so forth, and how Bob Arum probably got the judges whatever stacked against him. I think Devin Haney gonna pull out a very, very good performance. I don't think he's gonna knock him out, but I think he's going to outbox. Him, but he got to be careful and have his defense as sharp as Floyd Sr. because he gonna need it. But as far as that he fight like Floyd Jr., nah, ain't none of that. Floyd Jr. and he fight like Floyd Sr. until later on. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I appreciate you, Coach.
Yeah, two different Floyds. Shout out to Dante. Salute, fam. Yeah, it's two different Floyds. Yeah, Money Mayweather fought like his father. That's how his father fought. Money Mayweather. Pretty Boy Floyd was a different animal. You know what I mean? Pretty Boy Floyd hit your ass 10 times before you even get one punch off. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah, man. So anyways, now, some of y'all felt some type of way. A lot of y'all been feeling some type of way about Canelo Alvarez. We do know that Rolly Romero is fighting a 75-year-old this weekend. And everybody fully pretty much anticipate him winning that fight. Everybody anticipate winning that fight. Now, whole lot of shit been going on. I started the show out today by saying that, I like to point out the double standards and the hypocrisies, right? And some fighters, some fans, I'll give you a perfect example. A lot of fans, whether they black, white, Hispanic, whatever, they like to make mockery of Demetrius Andrade. Pivoting a little bit. And he seems to be the butt of jokes. I even, joked about his resume a little bit as well. But some fans, when you go to talking about their favorite fighter, it's a whole nother ball game. Some fans feel that when you say certain things about certain fighters, they're being racist. They're being this, you hating on him because he's white, or you hating on him because he's Mexican, or you hating on him because he's black, yada, 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 right? Okay, cool. You guys know my differences that I have with Devin and with Teddy Atlas. I recently ran across a video The Fight. He has a podcast called The Fight with Teddy Atlas. I actually subscribe to his channel, because I like to hear what Teddy has to say. I don't always agree with Teddy Atlas, but he does know his boxing. He does know his boxing. But I want you guys to hear something. Because a lot of people agree with Teddy Atlas when he says something that's favorable to their guy. Specifically, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Let's go.
Right in. To me, the face of boxing was in action this weekend down in Mexico. Canelo Alvarez, John Ryder. You summarized it perfectly in your preview for the fight in that John Ryder was made to order,
Now, I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. Let's go.
Special delivery for his homecoming, right there to get cracked all night. It was interesting. I was telling Rob, Canelo got the one-sided decision, basically won every single round on one card, won 10 out of 12 on the other two scorecards. But it was interesting that Canelo dropped him, I think, around the middle of the fight. I forget, fifth round. Dropped him, sat him right down.
He dropped him? Now, hear what Teddy Atlas says. There's a lot of Canelo fans are not going to like what you're going to hear from Teddy Atlas. I think he's been in boxing for like 50 years. You're not going to like this. You might want to probably leave.
Because he finally straightened the right hand out instead of looping it. He kept looping it, and I was like, maybe he's setting up the straight one, maybe. And I guess maybe he was. He kept looping it and catching him around. He tried to get him behind the ear, but he wasn't. He was catching him on the glove. And then I was saying to myself, when is he going to freaking throw it straight? And then fifth round, he throws it straight behind the jab. And, right down Broadway, it lands on the chin.
Well, the last thing I wanted to say about that was it was interesting after the fight. Ryder was at the press conference talking about the fight, and he said, Canelo, I think he's losing a step. He couldn't get me out of there. Now, as he's saying this, he's got his face all bandaged up. His face is a mess. His nose, he's got a towel dabbing the blood because his nose is still bleeding after, an hour after the fight.
His nose blood.
Yeah, John Ryder nose is broke, bleeding. He's saying that the Canelo lost a step. I'm like, dude, your nose broke. Your nose is broke. But it's something very interesting that a lot of people, especially myself, said that we didn't see. A lot of people thought that they was going to get the stop. Canelo's going to stop this guy, and he didn't. And sometimes you can be so in love with the guy that you overlook the obvious things, right? Sometimes you see what you want to see, and Teddy Atlas is going to address that as well. Sometimes if you're a diehard fan of somebody, you see what you want to see. Like anybody who thought Ryan Garcia was going to beat Tank Davis, you saw what you wanted to see. Everybody knew that he didn't stand a snowball chance in hell in winning, but you were so all in on not liking Tank Davis that you saw what you wanted to see. So he's going to address that as well.
I just thought it was interesting.
A lot of grit, a lot of heart.
Oh, a tough guy. The
Ryder, you knew you were getting that. And you were getting a predictable, slow guy that's not a puncher, that, you can hit. He's predictable. Like I said, he's right in front of you.
He said Ryder is a predictable, slow guy. He's not a puncher. So what Teddy is saying that this fight with Canelo was tailor-made for him to knock this guy out.
You were getting that too, but a game, gritty guy.
Yeah, and with that said, Canelo gets the one-sided decision in Mexico.
Shout out to Eagle Warriors dropping that quarter of a dub. He said Canelo fought Mexican style for the Mexican people. Okay, all right. That's your opinion.
How'd you like the fight? Basically, you described in the setup, in the preview to this fight, you described exactly what would happen, and it was like literally on the screws, exactly as you described what would happen.
Yeah, and when we did our little thing with my bookie, I said bet the over, because a lot of people like the under, and it could have went over.
Now, I like the under. Teddy Atlas said bet the over. I like the under. I thought Canelo was going to stop this dude. I think under, I picked 6. I picked between 6 and 8. That's what I betted on. Of course, I lost money on it. I betted on online. I lost money on it. I picked like the under. Teddy said pick the over. You know what I mean? And he saw somebody and see. He really saw somebody and see. Because I didn't give John Ryder. And I said that John Ryder's style was tailor-made for Canelo, and he says that in this analysis as well. He said that John Ryder's style was tailor-made for Canelo. Slow, ain't really got no hell of a punching power. He was tailor-made for. So all of that, I said, yeah, Canelo gonna get this dude out of here. You know what I mean? But let's go.
Here's what I was betting on, what I was bargaining on. First of all, that they ordered what the doctor would order to make you feel better, if you're a fighter. And you're coming off a bad performance against an old, ancient Triple G. He came off a terrible performance, Canelo. He looked bad. He looked old. He looked like he's sliding. I don't care. I know you guys aren't mad at me saying that, are you? You great Mexican fans. I love you, but you appreciate the truth. The truth, like you're great fighters, throw that left hook to the liver. That's the truth. Well, there's other truths too. And the truth is that the man you love, I get it, and I appreciate that you back him and that you love him that way and you support him that way. But two things, and this is going to get, this probably get a few people's blood pressure up a little bit, Ken.
Not probably.
But it's early in the morning. We want to get the blood pressure up.
So, a lot of people were saying this when Canelo fought Triple G the third fight. They say, man, he look like he's slipping. And then the fight before that, the Dimitri Bivol fight. You get what I'm saying? They were saying that as well. Well, a lot of people saying that was cherry pick went wrong, but it wasn't. It wasn't cherry pick. But Eddie Reynoso never should have picked him. So, if you look at the Dimitri Bivol fight and look at the John Ryder fight, a lot of people say, man, he don't regress a lot since the last 3 fights. Now, you had one guy say, well, no, he was fighting Mexican style. Well, Mexican style is not getting hit clean. That's not Mexican style. Mexican style is watching Julio Cesar Chavez, and there's no one style of Mexican style. My favorite fighter, Mexican fighter of all time, Salvador Sanchez. Like, Mexican style is not sitting there getting hit with clean shots and keeping your head on the beeline and not showing any lateral movement, not slipping and countering. That's not Mexican style for Mexican people. Whoever said that shit you don't know Mexican style. I have to ask you, how old are you, to be honest with you? Let's go.
Flowing on Twitter, believe me.
But I stay consistent, and I stay with my facts from my career for almost 50 years of what I see and what I believe. Doesn't mean I'm right, but I base it on experience and what I've noticed. Canelo has always been overrated. Now, it doesn't mean he's not a real good fighter, but he's not the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. By the way, I apologize.
Now, there's some people who called the show Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They said that Canelo was overrated. And that was interpreted as hate. That was interpreted as, oh, these are black fans hating on the Mexican fighter. Okay. Teddy Atlas is white. Teddy Atlas is white. Just want to throw that out there. And he said that Canelo was overrated. And he's been watching boxing. I think Teddy Atlas has been training for like 50 years. Now, that's his opinion. That's just his opinion. It doesn't mean that it's true. That's just his opinion. Everybody has an opinion. But at least Teddy Atlas bases his opinion on the boxing criteria. Let's go.
For almost 50 years of what I see and what I believe. Doesn't mean I'm right, but I base it on experience and what I've noticed. We want to get you support them that way. But two things, and this is going to get, this probably get a few people's blood pressure up a little bit, Ken.
Not probably.
But it's early in the morning. We want to get the blood pressure up.
The hate will be flowing on Twitter, believe me.
But I stay consistent, and I stay with my facts from my career for almost 50 years of what I see and what I believe. Doesn't mean I'm right, but I base it on experience and what I've noticed. Canelo has always been overrated. Now, it doesn't mean he's not a real good fighter, but he's not the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. By the way, I apologize last week when I was putting my list up of great Mexican
Yeah,
fighters
now-
is a great list because
Now, as it relates to comparing them to the great Mexican fighters, Canelo doesn't measure up to those guys. And I think, and if you study the history and look at a lot of the stuff that those Mexican legends went through versus the Canelo, is just different. And this is why I don't like to compare fighters of this era to the old school era. The reason why I don't like to do that is because the old school era, the criteria was different. It took a lot in order to be considered a great fighter or amongst the greats from the old school era. In today's time, it doesn't take much to be considered great in today's time. The criteria is different. They fought more rounds. They fought more often. They fought top 10 guys all the time. They fought the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 contender. They fought them all. So, and I'm not saying all of the top guys of the old school fought every fighter, but between 15 rounds, being more active, and if they lose, they run it back. You know, it's just a different criteria today than it was yesterday. So this is why you can never compare today's fighters to old school fighters because the criteria is different. You get what I'm saying? And some would say the level of competition is not that good in today's time. Some would say that. You can make an argument for that. I'm not saying that in the old days, you know, in the 80s and 90s or even the 70s, every fighter was a killer. I'm not saying that every fighter was a killer, but a lot of those guys that was in the top 10, they was really good, more so than guys that's in the top 10 or top 15 in today's time. So that's why I never compared them. There's no comparison. I have to keep everything in the microcosm of today. And in today's time, you have social media boxing fans. They have a different boxing. They have a criteria that has nothing to do with boxing. You have casual boxing fans. They may be 50-50. And then you have the diehard boxing fans. A lot of them, if they don't get caught up in the moment, they'll pretty much have a boxing criteria about how they judge stuff because they know what they're looking at. They know the intangibles. They know what they see. They understand styles. They understand matchups. They understand, okay, a fighter's strengths and weaknesses, and you get what I'm saying, and what type of heart and grit that another fighter has, and stuff like that. Certain tendencies, they understand that. So today's criteria for the popular opinion is very different than yesterday. So that's why I don't like to compare.
so many great ones. And I put Julio Cesar. Brain fart, is that what they call it? Whatever, I'm getting old, I'm not gonna take an excuse. But I said Junior. He is not the greatest Mexican fighter. He's overrated. He probably lost to Lara. He lost twice to Triple G. I know it's old news, it's old history, but he lost the first two, especially the first one, to Trill. He lost to Mayweather every round, except for that judge that should be in jail, right? Only in boxing, unfortunately, that corruption can not only be there, but always be there.
That judge never worked again.
Oh, the next day, and probably a premier spot, probably a prominent spot. But again, if you just look at his resume, it's not even close to the resume of your great Mexican warriors, fighters. There's so many of them. But that doesn't mean he's not a real good, solid fighter who didn't.
Now, that's Teddy Atlas's opinion. You get what I'm saying? Again, I don't like comparing these fighters to the old school fighters. He feel that Canelo is overrated. Teddy Atlas. And he backs it up with his boxing criteria. You get what I'm saying? You guys know how I feel about Teddy Atlas. I'm still mad at him about the Lomachenko being pound for pound better than Crawford and Andre Ward. But I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. What I noticed what he said was, he said in comparison to, he spoke about, arguably he lost to Laura. He spoke about some of the wins that Canelo had. He said, man, he lost this fight, and you know what I mean? So just a couple of things he said. A lot of stuff that people have been saying online about certain fights, they felt that Canelo had lost. Now, I will say this, I mean, the fighters that's in Canelo's weight class, they ain't doing nothing. Canelo looks like a superstar from a resume standpoint in comparison to the guys who people make an argument about who they want to see Canelo fight. I got to be honest with that. You get what I'm saying? But let me let Teddy continue.
Progress as the years went on. He did. He progressed. He got better and better, like a fine wine. But now, the reason why I picked the over in that fight, and I broke it down. I said, first of all, it's what the doctor ordered. I'm repeating myself, but it's better than an apple. It make you feel better. You got a gritty guy, but a slow guy, a predictable guy, a slow-footed guy, a plodding guy, a guy that's easy to find, and he can't punch. I mean, come on. And so it's perfect. And
so what he was saying was, and this is why I picked Canelo for the under to knock out John Ryder. He was saying it was the perfect, what he said, the perfect storm, whatever the case may be. He said you got a plodding guy, slow-footed guy. He really can't punch. He's going to be right there. What did I say when I made my prediction? I said this dude style tailor-made for Canelo. Canelo going to knock this dude out. I said this guy's style was, this is exactly what Teddy Atlas is saying. I said this guy's style is tailor-made for Canelo. Canelo will knock this dude out. But let's continue.
He's going to be there to make you work a little, so it's not going to be like you hit him one punch and he falls down. It's going to be somewhere you get something to say, yeah, I worked, I did something. The more he comes, the more you can hit him. And so it's productive in that way. His grittiness actually plays into it and helps you in that way, because that's a case where a guy being aggressive is his own worst enemy because he doesn't have a good defense.
Remember what I said? He said sometimes if a guy's over-aggressive, that's his worst enemy. Remember I said that? I said John Ryder has a tendency to become very, very overly aggressive. And if he does that against Canelo, because Canelo is a very good counterpuncher, he's going to walk him right into shots. I said that. Let's continue.
He had going Ryder, besides his grit and his great heart, was he was a southpaw. But I even said that's not going to make a big difference because he's a squared-up southpaw. He's not a cutie. He's not a slickster, where he's hard to find. And sure enough, he was found. But the one thing that I prefaced was, I think it'll go the distance if Canelo has slid, which I think he has off of his last performance with Triple G. I think he's sliding back.
So that's what a lot of people have been saying as well. Teddy Atlas say that, hey, the only way this fight go the distance as if Canelo has slid. Now, I know a lot of people saying, well, John Ryder tough, he tough. I hear all that. But I'm going to let Teddy Atlas finish. I'm going to let him finish, and then I'm going to interject on that. But let's go.
He's getting long in the tooth. So I said, if he has, and I'm right, it's going to go longer. So we'll bet the over. Now, if he hadn't slid, and that's my exhibit A in his courtroom, that all you have to do is understand reasonably. Be reasonable with yourself, not just a fanatic, crazy fan, which is your right to be. But
you heard what he said? He said, all you got to do is be reasonable. Be reasonable with yourself, not some crazy fanatic fan. When you get to the realm of fanatical, listen, this is a fanatical fan of any, especially in boxing. A fanatical fan only, which is a fanboy, a fanatical fan only sees what he wants to see. It's like a guy coming home. You catch a woman in bed with third leg Tyrone, and you get but you act like, and then third leg Tyrone, he got this much pipe laid up in your woman. Then he jump up out of her. She jump up. He put his clothes on right quick. He run out the door, and then you looking at her like, baby, what's going on? And she tell you, yeah, baby, it ain't nothing going on, baby. We were just playing. That's the plumber. He was over here fixing stuff because the toilet had got stopped up, and he was just trying to show me something, baby. You ain't seen nothing. Oh, you right, baby. I ain't seen nothing, baby. How's your day been going? You see what you want to see. That's what he said. Let's go.
Be a little reasonable. He gets rid of that guy 3 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago. Canelo doesn't take nothing away from Ryder. You got to love him, his heart.
You heard what he said? He said Canelo get rid of this guy 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Now, I totally agree with that. He'll get rid of John Ryder wouldn't even stand a chance with Canelo 3 years ago. Hell, I would even say even 2021, like when he beat Caleb Plant. When he beat Caleb Plant, I would even say he wouldn't even last against Canelo in 2021. That version of Canelo. Yeah, I would even say that. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that part.
His fortitude. But he gets rid of him a few years ago. So just by going the distance with him sort of puts an exclamation point on my point.
Yeah.
I mean, it confirms and validates my point that he has slid. And again, that's why I suggested if you're going to bet, you bet the over. But all night long, he found him with good left hooks to the body. Really, again, give him credit. His whole body was red. I mean, I don't know if that part of that was pain from the blood, because he was bleeding so much and it was on the gloves. Maybe that was part of it. But man, he was hitting them vicious body shots. And we just saw 2 weeks ago, a guy.
And then he says something about. I think he ends it by saying that Canelo is going to have to fight David Benavidez. He's going to have to fight that guy. Same thing that, he's going to have to fight. He said he's going to have to fight David Benavidez. He ends it by saying that. It's like it's at the 15-minute mark. I can play it all the way to the 22-minute mark because I think that's when they changed it. But he says that as well. He's going to have to fight David Benavidez. And as a matter of fact, let me play it.
Oh, get stopped on a body shot. He was eating. I'm not saying he hit him in the perfect spot, but he was hitting them good body shots, and he was catching them. Again, the southpaw killer I talk about, the right hand. He was catching right hands and body shots. That was. I mean,
Canelo broke the dude's nose,
and pretty much what he wanted. But here's the deterioration in a nutshell of what I think and where he's at now, as far as the tangible part to it.
You know the crazy part about it? John Ryder had a broken nose. Do you know how hard it is to continue a fight, to go 12 rounds in a fight where you have a broken nose? And you have Saul Canelo Alvarez punching on you? Think about that. You have Canelo Alvarez punching you in your face. You have a broken nose. And not only did you go 12 rounds, but you even actually put up a fight in that motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, God damn, a broken nose? Shit. That's hard, bro.
He throws one punch at a time, Canelo. He's in there with a guy who could have threw 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. He's throwing one punch at a time, and he's slower to close. He never was fast with his feet, but now he's even slower to close gaps. Where he's plotting a little bit, slower to get to.
You know what he said? He said he throws one punch at a time. He's slower to close the gap. Now, this is actually breaking down what you're seeing. Footwork-wise, he's slower to close the gap. He's throwing one punch at a time now. More so than a couple of years ago, he did it, he was throwing more punches. He was faster to close the gap. These are just things that you're noticing with the eye. You get what I'm saying?
Even with Kovalev, when he had to break him down, and Kovalev got broke down mentally, but when he broke him down with body shot and with pressure, he closed the gaps faster. That was only a few years ago, a couple of years ago. He's slow to close the gaps. He's changed where he doesn't follow with that second volley. Like he hits you, he's satisfied. He doesn't put that second volley behind the first one that would get you out of there. He doesn't follow up. He doesn't close the show anymore, Canelo.
Again, just as Teddy Atlas's opinion. If you are a Canelo fan, you would totally disagree. I get it. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not here to argue about it. That's just his opinion. Everybody has their opinion. This is his opinion. But there are some things that he said that I do agree with. Shout out to Francois Jones for dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, "You're a blessed fam. Don't need a shout out." Oh, okay. I already gave you a shout out. Salute, fam.
And
cash out.
Part of that is physical decline. it's the miles on the odometer. But part of it is mental decline, emotional decline.
Okay.
Where he's made so much money, it's not as, I dare to say it, it's not as important. It's not quite as, maybe when he fights Benavidez, if he ever does in the next millennium, maybe it'll become that important. But these fights, his bank account is so big, the urgency's not there. You see, the urgency, and that's part of why he doesn't do the second volley. Why? Because to do the second volley that he used to do a few years ago, it invokes taking chances. And when you're that wealthy and that comfortable, you don't want to take as many chances.
Yeah.
It's the urgency to do it isn't there anymore. The reason to do it isn't there quite the same. There's very few people in this world, in this competitive world of anything, whether it's business.
So what he's saying is, Canelo got a lot of money. But I remember Marvin Hagler said that it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get up for, to have that same hunger when you're waking up to silk sheets. And I have a lot of people say that, hey man, that man Canelo got a boatload of money, bro. Like, I think before the year's over with, he's probably going to have a net worth of over $200 million. And I remember I was saying, damn, dog, when you got that type of money, and that's what pissed me off with Ryan Garcia. I'm like, this dude got a lot of money, but he's in the gym working out, training every day, working out hard, training every day, and he has a net worth of $180-something million. You don't have a net worth nowhere near the amount of money that Canelo has. But when you come to the gym, Ryan Garcia, you got your selfie stick, you got your makeup, you have your guy liner, you got your cologne. Shout out to Jamie Rivera, man, dropping that $2 cash out. I'll salute to you, fam. You got your cologne. He say salute, and he said, keep up the good work. Dropping that $2 cash out. You got everything. And I'm like, dude, this dude here, how you let a dude that got a net worth of 180, almost $200 million outwork you, and you broke in comparison to him? True. You get what I'm saying? I never understood that. Ryan Garcia in there, he in the ring with Ed Reynoso, hitting the pads with one hand and taking the selfie with the other hand. He doing the body shot challenge in there. And then they talking about, yeah, man, I don't like the fact that Eddie Reynoso and them, I had to lead them. They wasn't working with me. Why would they work with you? Canelo training and working like he broke. He's training. And this is the issue that I have. People talk about Canelo. But my thing is, this guy's outworking the other guys. You have guys who are broke in comparison to him. They fight once every 2 years, once every 8 months, maybe once a year. This guy is super rich, and he fights 2 times a year, becoming undisputed in a division, pretty much carrying the sport in America. And then you have guys who they leasing a Lamborghini with suicide doors, making payments, making mortgage payments on a mansion that they Airbnb, on a mansion or whatever the case may be, a big house. You ain't got nowhere near what this guy have, but you act like you Bill Gates. True. You have fans online arguing for you, talking about 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, take whatever we give you. My fighter got this, my fighter got that, but your fighter ain't fighting nobody. True. So, if you want to criticize Canelo for not fighting the fighters, okay, 3 fighters. He ain't fought Demetrius Andrade. He ain't fought Jamal Charlo. And he ain't fought David Benavidez. Okay, fine. If you want to criticize him for not doing that, And then you want to say that the things that he has accomplished in the modern day era really doesn't mean anything. He hasn't done nothing. And let's say I will agree with that. Let's say for the sake of argument, I say, you know what, yo, Canelo ain't did nothing. He ducking. He overrated. And he ain't fight nobody. And if I say, this is your criteria for why you don't like Canelo, that's exactly my criteria. Who is your favorite fighter, sir? My favorite fighter, Demetrius Andrade. Okay. Who is your favorite fighter, sir? My favorite fighter, Jamal Charlo. Okay. Who is your favorite fighter, sir? My favorite fighter, David Benavidez. Okay. So this criteria that you have for Canelo, does this same rule apply to Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez, and Demetrius Andrade? Let's say I move David Benavidez to the side. I move him to the side. I think he's been boxing 10 years, something like that. Demetrius Andrade's been boxing for 15 years. Jamal Charlo's been boxing for 15 years. So my argument has always been, if Canelo isn't doing nothing, what the hell is the other guys doing that you're talking about? How come he's outworking you? They say he falling off. He ain't the same. Okay, if he falling off, he ain't the same. How come the guy that's falling off is not the same, is still outworking you? If you are as good as your fans say you are, how come you're not taking the same chances this guy's been taking? Shout out to Vigilante for dropping that $2 super chat. Slowing down, but still taking more chances than most. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's my only argument. You see how I can argue? You see how I balance it out? Yeah, I say, yeah, Canelo slipping. Yeah, he ain't the same. Yeah, you know, man, he's not, in comparison to the greats, he ain't nowhere near on that from that standpoint. But you see how I put it back in this proper context? In today's time, what Canelo is doing is great in today's time. He's doing better than Triple G. He's doing better than Jamal Charlo. He's doing better than Demetrius Andrade. He's doing better than all of those guys who you talking about. If your only argument is he ain't fought those dudes, then how come those dudes ain't fought nobody? And don't tell me that this one guy prevented them from fighting top fights when they have been around for 15 years. You've been around for 15 years? You ain't fought nobody in 15 years? And it's Canelo's fault? Why you haven't fought nobody in 15 years? 15 años. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, man. True. So when it comes to this era, Canelo is the best in this era amongst his contemporaries, and it's not even close. Like literally. Ain't nobody, the middleweights division or the super middleweight division doing what he doing. I'm just saying. If what Canelo is doing is nothing, what the hell is some other dudes doing? They doing something? So that's where I'm at with it. Remember, I don't have a dog in the race. Last time I checked, I ain't Mexican. I don't have a dog in the race, but I call it the way I see it. I call it the way I see it, fam. Shout out to Allen Maddox. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for, bam, doubling your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Loma and Dev dunked nobody. PBC and Floyd are responsible for Tank's lack of resume. Floyd said Loma a hell of a fighter. Floyd stopped Tank Loma from happening, not Tank. I'm on the record. Loma over Dev, 11 round KO. Okay. Okay. So that's all that's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying, fam. And they can't, no one can answer those questions. No one can answer those questions. Shout out to Vasyl. He said exactly, Coach. He said, Coach looking at it from all sides of the spectrum. He said they don't see the bigger picture. They just see the silhouette. He said, but there's difference. He said, but there's different sides of the story of Canelo Alvarez. He the best of this era. What did he say? He said, I don't know about the best of the era, but certainly the greatest since Manny Floyd. I mean, that's debatable if whether he's the best of this era or not. I'm not going to argue that. I mean, we'll have to see, we'll have to do a reflection and sit back and see who the best is of this era after these guys retire. But it's going to be hard pressed. It's going to be hard pressed. A new way to monster. He doing this thing, but like, bro, when you look at these resumes, you got to look back, okay, who they fought. Yeah, he might be 3-division world champion, but who he was fighting when he became 3-division world champion. See, you got a lot of that, you got to factor in a lot of those things. Motherfucker said, well, Jamel Charlo, he undisputed. Yeah, he undisputed, but who he fought? Jamel Charlo had a hard road to undisputed. I disagree with that. All of the fighters was on the same side of the street. And some of those dudes he hit Rosario with a jab. Rosario got hit with a jab and went down. He won a belt like that. Tony Harrison was a dark horse that beat him. He came back and got his revenge on Tony Harrison. Now, that was a good fight. But all the fighters was on the same side of the street. And he put him us blasted through a couple of guys. Brian Castano, the first fight, some say that was questionable, that Brian Castano might have won that fight. But Jamel Charlo got him out of there in the second fight. Stopped him. Made him lean back like Fat Joe. So it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop there. Now you have to successfully defend your titles. This is the last call. Last call. Caller, please make your point. Finna wrap the show up. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, yo, Coach, it's Rick from Toronto, man.
Rick from Toronto. Talk to me, fam.
Yeah, brother. Well, I was being speculative and saying, say we take Canelo Alvarez out of the entire year of boxing for 2022. Say, remove him. Say he did not fight at all, or he's non-existent, or whatnot. Would we get the equivalent entertainment value as boxing fans and boxing enthusiasts, Coach? If we all those fights that he attributed in the year of 2022, if we take them away, evaporate them.
Which fighter?
Canelo Alvarez. Sorry about that, Coach.
Okay.
If we removed all of Canelo's bouts from 2022, what would the schedule seem the entire year from an entertainment standpoint and from a boxing enthusiast and fan standpoint? How would it look? Because was Jamal Charlo fighting? Was Demetrius Andrade fighting? Was David Benavidez fighting?
Yeah, I don't get what you're saying. Like, so you want us to erase, just pretend that the fights that Canelo had in 2022 never happened, and then imagine what would it be like? Is that what you're saying?
Well, exactly, because let's take into the context that how many belts did he have in of last year of 2022? Canelo Alvarez.
I mean, I'm trying to get your point. Like, you got me lost, dog. I'm not gonna lie, you got me lost. Like, I'm trying.
Okay, what I'm saying, Coach. Yeah, what I'm saying, Coach, is he brought a number of fights to the schedule to the entire year, whereas those other boxers.
No, I got you now. I see what you're saying. If Canelo never would have went on his undisputed run, no, not 2022. You mean 2021?
Yeah, 2021.
He became undisputed in 2021. That's what threw me off when you said 2022. 2021.
Yeah, no, my bad.
If Canelo never would have went on his undisputed run, meaning beat Callum Smith, beat Billy Joe Saunders, let's see. Well, Canelo became undisputed in 11 months. I think he beat Callum. I want to say he beat Callum Smith in December or November 2020. And then I think he beat Abney Yildirim. And then he beat what's the guy from the UK? Billy Joe Saunders in Texas.
Billy Joe.
Then he beat he beat
Caleb.
He beat Caleb Plant, but how did he get his first belt? I forgot. How did he get his first belt? Because he became undisputed. How did he get his first belt? Who did he beat to get his first belt in the super middleweight division?
You make my brain jog right now, Coach. But I mean,
no,
but you understand what I'm trying to.
Yeah, but you asked me the question, so I'm trying to answer it. He became undisputed in 11 months, so I need to know who did he fight and to get the first belt in the super middleweight division. That was Callum Smith. Okay, Callum Smith. Okay, yep. Who did he fight to get his second belt?
No, you make my brain jog, Coach. But what I'm saying is that if we didn't have all those bouts, what I'm saying is all those other fights that we were talking about, they didn't do shit at all either. So like in the year of boxing in that specific time frame, in those 11 months, it would have been
Rocky
like
Field.
Okay.
I'm not. So this guy said that Canelo beat Callum Smith for the WBC and WBA. Okay, cool. All right, so he beat Callum Smith for 2 belts. All right, so he beat Callum Smith for 2 belts. He beat Billy Joe Saunders for the 3rd belt. He beat Caleb Plant for the 4th belt. That's how he became undisputed. Make a long story short, what you're saying is if Canelo never would have done that, we'll probably still have Caleb Plant fighting Jose Uzcategui or Fagan Butts. We'll probably have David Benavidez fighting the junior middleweights, bringing them up to beat them up like Speedy Rashidi and Rashidi Ellis and all that stuff there. And we'll probably have Jamal Charlo still doing what he doing, where he at. And we'll probably have Callum Smith will be doing his thing, fighting who he's fighting. Billy Joe Saunders will be doing his thing, fighting who he's fighting. So Canelo came up to a weight division where nobody was really doing anything but shangling and chilling, and he brought clarity to the weight division by becoming undisputed. Is that your point?
Yeah, you got it, Coach. You got it.
All right, salute, man. Shout out to Rick from Toronto. Salute, fam. Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with that. Them other dudes will still have no clarity. We will still have no clarity right now. We'll still have no clarity. You'll argue with a guy and say, oh, man, he ain't beat nobody to become undisputed, while ignoring the fact that the guys who you say is somebody, they're not even trying to become undisputed. They ain't doing nothing. So that's why I don't understand. That's why I don't understand. Okay, why y'all I understand you don't like Canelo. That's fine. For whatever reason you don't like him, you don't like him. I'm not a part of the Canelo defense team. You got to go to IBFP and Money Brown for that. That's their job. I'm not a part of that. But my thing is, okay, well, why you don't hold them other guys to the same standard? Them guys ain't doing a tenth of what he doing. And that's what I don't understand. You get what I'm saying? Let's give everybody a round of applause. Especially fighters who've been boxing for like 15 years. You got dudes been around for 15 years, they did nothing. But they got a fan base that'll go around all online arguing and debating. The dude ain't did nothing. Literally, this dude ain't did nothing. And they sit back and you know what I mean? They sit back and they ignore that.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
And you know the crazy part about it? None of these guys are taking any chances doing anything. Jamal Charlo, everything got to be the right situation for me to fight him. Oh, I'll fight him. I'll move up. Yada, 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 yada. You know, and like, how you got a little guy, and that's what I'm saying. You got this little Mexican guy, 5'7" tall, moving up, fighting these bigger guys, and you say he ain't doing nothing, he cherry picking and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine. But how come the bigger guys who you capping for ain't doing a third of what he doing? Oh, well, that's different. See, they ain't got to do it. It's like, okay, y'all got different criteria. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Rockman say this their advisor. Well, you know what, Rockman, shout out to Rockman. I thought the fighters work for the. I thought the advisor worked for the fighter. Can anybody tell me how can you have an advisor? I thought the advisor worked for the fighter, not the fighter worked for the advisor. How can the advisor stop you from getting big fights when he worked for you? True, true, true. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you work for me. I don't work for you. But I got to call you. I can't make a move unless you tell me to. But you work for me. Come on, man. That shit don't make no sense.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
That's all I'm saying, man. Hey, man, that's all I'm saying, man.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Hey, man, that's all I'm saying, man. It seemed like some guys got that death row contract.
Who he is, DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Well, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. You know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Shout out to Allen Maddox dropping that $2 super chat. He say biggest cherry picking champ of all time, Duck Nello. Okay. All right. I mean, it is what it is, man. Well, you know we're going to say a special prayer for a lot of these dudes, man.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
They say, yeah, he stay away from them slick black fighter, man. See, he know that stylistically, if he fight this dude gonna do A, B, C, and D. He automatically know. I said, well, if this guy's as good as you say he is, how come he's not proving it, not proving it by fighting those other top guys who you say that he would automatically beat, but he don't have to fight them? You get what I'm saying?
Like move up in weight class, go up to 168, challenge this man for all the marbles.
The Mexican monster, yeah.
The Mexican. You keep throwing that up every time
I remember the guy was everybody scared of that guy. You talking a lot of shit. That's all I want you to say.
I mean, these are niggas y'all be capping for? Yeah, the Mexican monster, yeah. You keep bringing that up every time. Like, why you keep bringing his name up? Come on, man.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to
that
win.
soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
I'm just saying, you know, these niggas, they say some of these dudes got these death row contracts. Wait a minute, you my advisor? You know, it's kind of like, I'm your advisor. I mean, I work for you, but you really work for me. What you mean? What you mean? Yeah, like, you know, if I got a fight coming up and I got a whole lot of money I can make, yeah, you see this contract right here. See this contract right here? This contract says that you can't make a decision unless I tell you everything got to come to me and I'm gonna handle everything. But you my advisor, you work for me. Yeah, it say that on paper, I'm your advisor, but really it's like you work, I work, you know, I don't work for you, you work for me. You get what I'm saying?
I need to talk to you right now about my royalties and how you keep your books.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Fuck your office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Shout out to the all praises due, the most high, the most exalted, my brother, your brother, The one who had blessed us to be on this planet Earth, the one who we give credit to for why we breathing, why we have money, why we have loved ones. All praises due. We got to do what them PBC dudes do. They don't thank nobody else until they thank Al Heyman first.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
These fighters got to start telling these advisors, look, man, you work for me. I don't work for you.
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I ain't got
That's
nothing to do with it. That was real shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like,
How many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
to be honest, I ain't never said.
I mean, to the point to where you have fans that arguing online, talking about contracts. He should have sent the contract. They gave him a contract, this and that, this and that. Errol Spence has to come out and do an interview with his lady. And like, man, these dudes don't know what they talk about, man. They all these fat fight dates and this and that. Man, Crawford, we talk all the time. Ain't no, like, we're gonna do a whole show on Crawford and Spence. I just want to let everybody talk about it. The interview that Spence did with his girl, and then he did another interview with Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack. We're gonna talk about all that. Oh, I'm coming with some heat on that day. That day, I'm coming with some heat. Might run some aerosexuals off the block, but I'm coming with some heat that day. But remember that though, 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Take whatever we give you. Sign the contract. Drop the addy. Gun emoji. You better not show up to the fight. You better not come to my city. I'm gonna pull up. Remember that?
I know you once said, hey, look, if we fight, it's gonna be either 70-30, 80-20. What was that?
Man, I was. When
I said posturing or what was that?
When did I say that?
You know, that was.
Yeah, I said it on my girl Instagram. But I was playing. Hey, man, nobody taking no 80, 20, 70, 30. Yeah, I was playing. I was like, because I was like, it's gonna be 60-40, and I was like, yeah, he keep playing crazy. It's gonna be 70-30 or 80-20. But yeah, I was playing. Like I wasn't serious about that, man. Like people can't take jokes.
But guess what? Them niggas online wasn't playing. They were dropping gun emojis, having 10, 11, 12-hour lives. Like their girlfriends broke up with them. Mamas put them out of their basement. Like they went through a lot last year. Baby, why you up all night arguing with these niggas all the time? Come over here and get some of the good cootie cat. Nah, babe, nah. This nigga here, that whole ass nigga called Malachi South, that whole ass nigga gun emoji. I'm gonna put that nigga body in the dirt. Baby, you ain't gonna do nothing. You don't even go outside. You scary as all outdoors. Come over here and get some of the good cootie cat. No, babe, no. Sign the contract. I got shooters. Look, babe, look. I got shooters. Oh, I'm gonna pull out this keyboard. I got shooters, babe. I got the record line up in the shoot. Goddamn it, I told you, boy. I got the stick. You know, Tommy, yes, mom. You get your ass, set your ass up. It's 12:30, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Get on together, set that computer down and go to bed and stop making noise. You waking up all the cheering. Okay, mama. Come on, man. True. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we ran them niggas out the block. I'm so happy them niggas don't come over here no more. I am so happy them niggas don't come over here no more, bro. Y'all, you just don't know. I went through a lot to get rid of them niggas, boy. I'm so happy I got rid of them aerosexuals and them Wakanda niggas. Them aerosexuals and Wakanda niggas and the alphabet, boy. I'm so happy I got rid of them niggas, boy. Lord have mercy, I'm so happy I got rid of them, boy. I purged their head, every last one of them. Shout out to Eagle Warrior. Okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said, Al Heyman the pimp. I say, got his boxer saying, thank you, daddy. Hey, man. I'm so happy I got rid of it, man. Y'all just don't know, bro. Y'all just don't know. I'm so happy. Shout out to Ali Maddox. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said every huge name fighter that Nello faced was either way past their prime or he lost. Of those guys, like Triple G and Laura got robbed. Duck Nello overrated facts. Now, one thing I will say about you, Allen, between you and Myron, you and my main man, Myron Magnus, you two are fighting for to be the number one Canelo hater. Allen, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. You know I rocks with you, but you and Myron Magnus, I think it's a toss-up. I don't know who hate Canelo more, you or Myron. I really don't know.
True.
You know what, Myron? I think I'm gonna give you the edge. No, I mean Allen, I'm gonna give you the edge. I think you, Allen. I think you are. You know, hey, I'm gonna give it to you. I think you got it, dog. Hey, Riley. Hey, Riley, get Allen. Hey, get doggone my. Nah, we ain't gonna get them. Hey, for all of those dudes who I ran off the block, from the Wakandas to the Alphabet Boys to the Pro PBC, all of those guys I ran off the block. Guess what? This is what I still think about you.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Shout out to my dog Booger Ray and Eddie, the hitman.
Sunshine when Tank's gone. I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody. Only dark times for you. I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat. Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone. I don't play them type of games. Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me? Did you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ? Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone. I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period. Only dark times for you. Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business. Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone. You fucking idiot. Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about?
Hey, man, it is what it is. Once again, it's on, man, on tomorrow, Friday, man. Tomorrow is Tenderoni Fridays. Tomorrow is Tenderoni Fridays. I am looking very, very forward to tomorrow. Let's give everybody a shout out who called the show. Shout out to Coach Eddie from the ATL. Shout out to Swat Jones from Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out to Big Jern from Texas. Shout out to Martin from Jersey. Shout out to D Block from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Damien from B-More. Shout out to Casino Light Press from the ATL. Shout out to Mr. Golden from Savannah, Georgia. Shout out to Ron from Vermont. Shout out to J Rock from DC. Shout out to Big Rick Timms from Houston, Southside. Shout out to Mo Green from B-More. Shout out to Dante from Philly. Shout out to Rod from New York. Shout out to Curtis from Long Beach. Shout out to Ron from Detroit. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Shout out to Hashirama from PG County. And shout out to Rick from Toronto. And man, once again, it's on. It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Beauty Today, USA Boxing. You ought to know what time it is, man. Let's go out with my main man, AB. That's why it'd be so easy really to defeat a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys, if you know, you look at their logic, they really don't have any logic when it comes to some of the stuff that they say. But it is what it is. I see you guys tomorrow 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto: don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.